What up, world? It's Mac. Tell me something slick and make it stick. Yeah, baby, we are back for another exciting the episode of the Purple Panties panel. And you know what, y'all? Back by popular demand, I got my chest showing. God damn it, we back. Do you see this? Me and my mysterious eyes per Jizzle's ass. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I did it. We back.
Don't tell you mysterious eyes.
Yeah, you did. Talking about
First of all, Maya's the one who said something about your chest while you coming for me. Okay, you said that last week, Maya. Don't act like you don't remember. And then I'm just the one who took it and ran with it.
Well, you got caught with your hand in the cookie jar, ma'am. That was you.
Yeah.
Maya said, "Do you, Mac? Show your bosom." I'm showing my bosom. God damn it. Anyway, that's enough for me and my bosom. Let's get. It's gonna be a great show. Let's get to Maya. By the way, me and Maya talked before the show. It's gonna be great because whenever Maya drop 5 F-bombs in a sentence, it's gonna be a great day. So thank you, the ignorant ass nigga that pissed Maya off. Thank your ass, Maya. How you been, baby?
I'm awesome. How are you today?
I am well, Maya. I am fired up for the show. How's the weekend review been? Decent, Maya? Good? How we been?
It was a lot going on, but for the most part, I'll live, and I lived. I'm here, and so yeah, I don't really have to talk about nothing. And the person who pissed me off, they know what it is. So,
all right. Well, again, thank you to that nigga that pissed you off, because I love a effed up, fired up Maya. Okay, Jizzle, what's going on with you? You and Mr. Barry and them damn croissants. I ain't forgot about Mr. Barry's ass.
It's so funny you asked about that. My students today, my co-teacher today was like, "Oh yeah, Mr. Barry is Miss G's work husband," and the kids talking about some. We know, we can tell. We felt that energy today at the junior class meeting. I'm like, first of all, not too much. Look, Mr. Barry the homie, y'all. Mr. Barry the homie. Then another kid asked me about another teacher. Yeah, she was like, "Well, rumors are you and so talk." And I'm like, if you gonna say I'm talking to somebody, I need you to tell them I'm talking to the baddest person in the school. Don't be telling me I'm talking to this dude over here. Like, if you gonna say I'm talking to somebody, it need to be a phone. Anyway, rumors. The kids wore me out this week, y'all. I feel old. Like, I ain't gonna hold you.
How old are the kids?
I teach 11th graders.
Oh shit, they about damn near adults about to graduate from college. Okay.
Yeah, she got some grown ass kids in there. Hey, let's take a minute, Jizzle, for all those that have been asking about her t-shirts. Let me blow it up 1 second, real quick. Let me blow this up. Let's put her on the main stage. You know she is a model. Don't play with her like that, and just don't stand up, Jizzle. Inside joke. Anyway, I am the catch, confident, not cocky. Hey guys, everybody, make sure in the description of this video, you can hit the link and go purchase Tami G shirts and a lot of more stuff she got in there. Okay, so make sure you. Okay, let me get off this woman off the This woman is cutting up. See, you see what? You see colored people. When you get colored people too much, right. You see how they act. Please, hey guys. So again, hit the description. Make sure you go check out. Of course, Maya's link is in here. Of course, all my stuff, but make sure you can go order Tami stuff straight in the description. Get you one today, right now, goddamn it, while you're watching the show. And when you place your order, let us know. All right, let us know. All right. Who we got in chat? All right, we got Sandra checking in from cold ass Buffalo. I just think it's cold in Buffalo all year round. I just think it is. Do Buffalo ever get warm? Goddamn it, I don't know. I don't know.
Got a month.
I don't know. We got we got ready the building from Chicago. My sister that came in. All right. What up? She in the building. Y'all know we got the world famous Coco in the building, man. A1 from day one. All right. Good stuff. All right, y'all. Well, listen, we got one for the ages today. I got a lot of people that are like, man, I can't wait to hear this topic. Sugar daddies versus these damn cougars. First of all, I don't know if I'm a sugar daddy or not. I'm still trying to get that figured out if I qualify for what sugar daddy or not. Now, I know some people got a sugar daddies themselves, but hey, they say otherwise. But we'll get to that. All right?
Who got a sugar daddy?
panelists up here named Jizzle. But anyway, we're gonna move on.
It's the lies we be telling ourselves to make ourselves feel good on the inside. Cause what?
Hey Maya, I know things, and that's all I'm gonna say. I know things.
Ooh,
You don't know nothing, cause you gotta have your sugar daddy, have a sugar daddy. I ain't got nothing, and you gotta accept something if it's a sugar daddy, and I don't accept nothing, so I don't know what he talking about. Don't let Mac let y'all. It's lies.
All right. The definitions and perceptions. I'm going to Maya first. Maya's fired up. I want to get this gas while she fired up from this silly ass nigga that fired up. How would you define the terms, Maya? Sugar daddy, sugar baby, cougar, and the young male cub. How do you define them terms of what qualifies the sugar daddy, the sugar baby, the cougar, and the cub?
What qualifies as a sugar daddy? I'm trying to think. I suppose someone who would pay all of your bills, and then they have like a dispensable or disposable income, and so they give you like an allowance or just money to play with. You know, you get your hair, your nails, your feet. You know, you're pretty much they are taking care of you. That's what I would consider a sugar daddy. A sugar baby, I feel like could be of any age. But she has to look the part. Okay, so you use those funds to maintain your lifestyle. Save, please save a little bit too. Put it on your pillow because it ain't gonna last forever. But you also gotta look the part, you know, because what he paying all your bills for if you're not a fantasy woman. You know, I'm hearing this word fantasy a lot in the past 2 months. Okay. So yeah, you know, you want to look the part. So, you know, most of the sugar daddies are married, some are not. But I guess you want to look different than how his wife looked. And you want to do stuff that his wife don't do. I mean, you know, within the conversation between you and him, I guess he letting you know what he need. So that's my definition of a sugar daddy and a sugar baby. A cougar, I don't really agree with that word. I feel like, yeah, like what is that? I mean, I get it. It's an older woman talking to a younger guy. But the only reason why the reason why I do disagree with that is because older men talk to younger women all the time and they don't have a name. So, you know, I'm just going to bypass the cougar thing. And a cub, I mean, I don't know. I guess if he's like 20 years younger than you or whatever, but shit, if you still looking good and you putting it down, like how he a cub? He just a grown ass man, just, you know, a little bit younger than you. I mean, I don't know.
All right. So Maya don't like the term sugar daddy. All right, it triggers her. I mean, a cougar, it triggers her. Okay, she don't do cougar. Jizzle, sugar daddy, sugar baby, cougar, and young cub. What you got?
I don't have many thoughts on these subjects. It's not my lived experience.
That was her answer.
No, but I say sugar daddy is an old dude tricking for a younger lady. That's it. A sugar baby is a young girl who is, you know, getting the benefits of being tricked. I don't know. I don't like the term cougar, and it's not for the same reason that Maya doesn't like the term cougar. I don't like the term cougar because people have tried to call me a cougar. How you 31 and I'm 35 and you trying to call me a cougar? Because baby, cougar where? Cougar when? Cougar how? Cougar what? I ain't never been no cougar. So I don't like the term cougar. It's really weird for me because one, I don't generally like people that are younger than me. So that's the one thing about that. But two, what? No. And then the young cub, man, I'm gonna tell you, I'm at that weird age where 20-year-olds talk to me, 30-year-olds talk to me, and 40 and 50 and 60-year-olds talk to me. So I have to beat the little 20-year-olds off, and they are tenacious. They are tenacious. But I got somebody who's been trying to talk to me for years. He's a sweet guy. He's actually an engineer, but he's 20. He just turned 25. That boy is 10 years younger than me. I said, baby, I can't do nothing with you. He was like, I'm a grown man. I was like, you've been grown since I met you when you was 22, and I was however old I was, but baby, you are still 10 years younger than me, and I can't do nothing with it. So no, these little young boys, they want a little taste of older women, but I don't give them no taste. That's why I say this is not my lived experience. I ain't never had no sugar daddy. I've never had nobody tricking on me. Don't do that, Mac, because I ain't never had no sugar daddy. I ain't never had nobody tricking on me. I ain't tricking on nobody. I ain't ever plan to trick on nobody. Cause what we doing? That's my man. Like that's gotta be my man. So.
Okay.
You're not gonna buy him a Happy Meal? No. Okay.
No, she won't. First of all, I didn't know Jizzle was he cougar age yet. I did not know
They
that.
told me. They said I'm cougar. I said, Lord, there's a little chart, y'all. They got a little chart. I said, oh Lord.
No. You can't be a cougar at what you say. He's 31 and you 35. Get the fuck out of here. You know,
cougar.
I feel like people make up derogatory names for women. What I was just saying, they make up these names for women, and I feel like it's men who do that. But then men have these cool names, whatever name that you want to give a older man who talks to a younger woman, like, you know, sugar daddy. And and like I said, just because an older man talks to a younger woman, does that make him a sugar daddy? Because not all older men got money. Okay. And so if you ain't paying no bills and she taking care of herself, how you a sugar what? You're not a sugar daddy. You living off your Social Security check, bro. So let's be real. Anyway.
He ain't a sugar daddy, buddy. He a splendid daddy, goddamn. He a splendid daddy. He a splendid daddy. All right. I'm gonna get my spit. Good stuff, ladies. My spit. Sugar dad, I think it's a guy that just, older guy. I see an older guy, got, like you said, disposable income, got a bag. All his kids grown like mine, off the payroll. I ain't got shit else better to do but, you know, help a young girl pay her T-Mobile bill. Shit, why not, baby? I can do that. I can do that. That's a sugar daddy. I can help with Georgia Power, Bookie. Don't worry about that. That's no problem. Hey, it's all relative. Don't you turn your face up at me, Maya. It's all relative to the woman now. All right. Sugar daddy. Sugar baby, obviously, to me, as you said, Maya well said, a young, attractive woman that knows that, hey, you are here for your aesthetics. You are here for your beauty. Hey, I'm just letting you know. This stays as long as you do this. Pay for play. It is what it is. All right. The cougar, I like the damn term cougar. I know, ladies, I know. I got to go against. I know y'all don't like it. But I think, you know what? Why is it a negative thing, though? Because cougar is just an older woman. I think cougar is a dope thing. She's just cougar's a fine ass lady. Angela Bassett, if she was single, that would be a fine ass cougar. Like niggas ain't tripping off of that. You know what I mean? Think about Megan Good would be a cougar if she dated a younger woman. These girls that's dating these NBA boys, them some fine ass cougars. Them some fine ass. Ain't no wrong with that.
Ma, you heard that too, right?
Yeah. You said Megan Good was dating a woman. You mean a man?
Oh, I'm sorry. Megan Good. I'm sorry. Megan. Well, she might have. I don't know. The Megan, I don't know that, baby. But I'm going to say if you was dating a man, I don't know. Shit. A 40 and slip. I guess a 40 and slip, right? All right. So, but the thing
who came up with the name? Who came up with this? See, that's my problem. Did a woman come up with the name cougar? Or did a man come up with the name cougar?
Y'all know,
I feel like the same thing, like with the slut, the hoe. You know, I feel like men came up with these names. You know what I mean? To name women. It'll be different if we named ourselves, but I just don't think that's the case. Could we have somebody?
Go ahead, Maya. What women name themselves?
A fine ass woman, okay, who's talking to whoever she wants to talk to. Period. There is no name, just forever fine. How about that?
Someone tried to call me a MILF too. I said, you can't call me a MILF. I don't got no kids.
But
yeah.
But that's a compliment. But that's a compliment, though. You don't like that, Maya? You will be considered a MILF. You don't like that?
No, sir, I do not.
I'm a PILF. A papa, I like the F. I'm a PILF. That's a good thing. I'm a papa. Shit,
it's not PILF, it's DILF.
Oh, I got that too. You want the PILF or the DILF, baby? I got whatever you want.
You got either or.
Either or. Okay, so I see we're gonna disagree about cougar. Young male cub. That's just a little boy over 21 with a bunch of testosterone is ready to smash. That's all he is. He's just a boy toy. I guess that's how I see it. I mean, I'm just saying. That's my take on it. All right, ladies. Good take. Let me get to the chat on that. Let's see what the people saying out there about this. Wait a minute. Sugar daddies equals AARP club members, and you get a lot of damn discounts. Hey, I know what's wrong with a damn ARP discount? Nothing.
Nothing.
All right. Hank and TV, what up, bro? What up? All right, we got Ready Red said Angela Bassett showed what a cougar looks like back in '98. Stella got her damn groove back, baby. That might be Jizzle. Don't y'all think that's kind of like would be a Jizzle thing? Get her groove back, go to the island, meet a young. Never mind. All right, I digress. No,
did I ever have a groove?
We're not gonna do this week. No, you know what? Y'all don't listen. Don't. I had some people.
I don't have a groove, Mac. Stop trying to make me be something I'm not.
I ain't touching that one.
Maya.
I'm not touching that one.
Maya. This woman had more men. Is she really lonely? No, that woman ain't gotta. Don't y'all get? She ain't gotta be like that.
Listen, Mac. You know what?
All right. You're tired of these dudes asking me about this woman. Like this is a beautiful, intelligent woman. All right, I can tell you many things about Sugar Daddy. I wanted him because I think you got some stories, Coco, but not say I had any. You got some damn Sugar Daddies. What Mama CC got to say? A cougar is a beautiful creature. Mama, thank you. Talk to your daughter, Mama. She got a paw. She don't like it, Mama. Tricky. She don't like it, Mama. All right. Coco says, I never dated anyone younger or even my age. Oh, Coco, you got stories, baby. So you've been a sugar baby. All right, then. All right. Okay. Sugar baby it is. Sandra says, that's definitely a label that's from a man. So y'all just going to blame the man for the damn label, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Future goals. What are the long-term goals for individuals in these relationships? I'm gonna kick it off. I don't really see. You got old ass actors like Robert De Niro and Al Pacino having babies with young women. I don't know what the long-term goal would be. I dig it. I like it because that's some shit I probably gonna do one day. I don't really know what the long-term goal gonna be because if I'm at a certain age, I'm gonna put you in the effing wheel. I don't know where we're going with this thing. I don't know. Like other than you gonna keep me young I don't know. It would depend. Like if I'm 47 now, I meet you and you 30. That could rock. I could work with a 30-year-old that's 40. I'm 40. That's 17. That could work. We could grow old. I could grow older together and you grow old. That would work if it's something like that. But if it's an age gap like where I'm 60 and you 30, I guess the long-term goal is for me to spend a lot of money on you and you to
Until I die. Until you die, right?
Yeah. And I smash your fine ass until I die. And I might die just doing that, guy. Then I might go out the way I came in. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Jizzle, I'm going to you. What do you think on that one? Since you want everybody to see your eyes. Go ahead, Jizzle. You already
the lashes are in my eye, and you ain't seen me. I've been blinking for like 10 minutes, trying to see what. Anyway, I don't know if there is a goal in those types of relationships, and I think that's one of the reasons why I kind of have issue with them. Because I don't know if there is a goal. I feel like it's either the younger person is sitting around waiting for the older person to die, or the younger person is just in that moment, taking what is available to them, which is, funds or whatever. And the older person is just, I guess, having the clout of having a young person on their arm. So I don't know if there is a goal besides optics and finances. Unless it's love. I don't know if it would be that. But I mean, if you go back historically, you do have these older men who will be in their 30s and 40s, and they will be dating and marrying these 12 and 13-year-olds when they were younger. And, these people be married forever, until he die, So I don't know. I definitely think there's a limit to, an age range where it's actually a viable relationship in comparison to it being something that's about optics. The last person I dated was 13 years older than me, and don't make that face. 13 years older than me, and yeah, so he was about your age, Mac, and he went shit.
Okay.
He was trash. I mean, it's not trash. He just, you know, if you date somebody that much older than you, you want them to have money and means, and he didn't have none of it. He was a homosexual. And so it was like, what's the point of being in a relationship with somebody this much older than you, you know? And I thought at first, I was like, well, he don't have a whole bunch, but you know, it was a transitional period in his life, whatever. And I thought, you know, this just a transition. You know, at least he adores me. At least he, you know, appreciates what he had. And then he showed that he didn't appreciate what he had, and I had to flip the script on him because, baby, if you ain't bringing that to the table, you better worship the ground I walk on. If you can't do that, go.
I agree with that.
That's exactly why we broke up. We broke up because he tried to play in my face, but play in somebody else's face. Because anyway, so yeah, I think that there's a limit to these things. Is it optics? Because when we was out, baby, I'm gonna make you look better every time. I'm gonna make it where women want you every time. Okay, you don't want them women that's your age. He didn't want them 46 and 47-year-old girls that was coming for him. He wanted me. You know what I'm saying? But you can't have me and me trying to play in my face. Anyway, that's a whole nother scenario. But yeah.
Okay. And I know that optics. So Jizzle, he wanted a young Jizzle, but he was an old nigga. Me and my classmates. So my classmate around here playing games, huh? Okay.
Yep, y'all both in the same place.
Chi-Town?
You might know him. Mm-hmm.
Well, he ain't light skinned, is
not Chi-Town. He's from up there. He's from up there. He's from Detroit. He's from up there.
Oh, okay then. Yeah. Okay. All right then. Detroit niggas used to be on their money. I don't know. He must have. They must.
Hobo.
Okay. All right. Maya, you good? I know what's going on in the back. You good?
Yeah, I don't know. But I was just going to say really quickly, if I have to go, the goal is to be happy. That's it. That's the goal for, you know, people who date younger, older kind of thing. I don't think that, there's no goal other than to just be happy and experience the time that y'all have together. That's it.
There you go, man. All right. I know Maya had to go. She had to take care of something. Jizzle, it's me and you, baby. Let's rock out. All right. All right. So, all right.
Lovingly into the camera. You see it.
Y'all, she is a character. Again, go purchase her shirts, y'all, in the description. All right. Let's get on to this. Intimacy and sexuality. Everybody want to talk about that. How do intimacy and sexuality play a role in these relationships? A major role. Listen, hey, man, that's the thing for me. If I'm 47 and I'm going to date a girl that's 30, I'm sexually fired up and attracted to her. That is the trade. That's visual Viagra for my ass. I don't need a pill. That's visual Viagra. That's the beauty of it. So it is a big thing. I can't speak from the female dynamic of it. Maybe for her, it's just, I don't know. I can't speak to that. But for me as a man with dating a younger woman, it's a huge thing, intimacy. Yes, I want to look at that younger body. That's fine. And all this other amazing things. Yes, that's for me. Jizzle, what do you have on intimacy and sexuality since you dated older men? What do you think?
I just feel like, you know, when it comes to this, a lot. So I've had people approach me on some sugar daddy type energy. I don't really go for it too tough, but I think with that, like, you know, I saw this man yesterday. I was on TikTok. I saw this man, and he's talking about he's 50. But he's a 50-year-old model.
Okay.
If that man approached me and said, "Hey, I'm interested in you," that would be because there's some attraction there, right? Okay. But there has to be some level of attraction to the person that's doing it. Otherwise, what is this person getting out of it besides money? So for me, with my ex, I didn't realize my ex was as old as he was until like we got to know each other. I was like, "Whoa, hold on, bro," because you know, black don't crack. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know how important that is for women, but I do know that there are some men who are willing to give. There are some men who are willing to, you know, do that and not expect even any sugar from the situation. It's some men that's really out there to just be tricking and don't get a whole bunch from it. Just get the optics, just get the pictures. You know, that's why you have these girls online who are able to like sell feet pics and just and do the online situation, because there are men who are willing to cash out on it when it don't even necessarily belong to them. They call them financial something. Financial doms. The women are the financial doms. This is the whole thing. You should Google it. The women are the financial doms, and she'll be like, send me $1,000. And he'll be like, yes, ma'am, yes, and he'll do it. Like that's really a whole thing. Yeah, you should Google that for real. That's really a real thing.
A financial don
Dom, like a dominant. Like it's a financial
dom. Like dominate. Okay, like dom.
Like a dominatrix. She's a financial dominatrix, and so she'll have on, something sexy. It will be something sexy, but she's not giving any sexual things to them. She's wearing sexy clothes, but she'll just be like, send me $1,000 or I'm gonna whip you. And he'll be like, yes, mommy, I'll do it. And it's crazy. And it's really, and the crazy thing about it, when I've seen these women who do this, a lot of these women are not very attractive who be doing it. They just be regular looking. Some of them be fat. It be crazy. I'm like, girl. And these men be cash. And when I tell you thousands of dollars, it's actually crazy. That's why you have so many people doing OnlyFans right now. People think, oh, these OnlyFans people are making money. And some of them are not even cute. I know a person who does OnlyFans personally. The girl ain't cute at all, in my opinion. But they pay her bills. She says she made about $7,000 a month off her OnlyFans. Crazy. And these people don't get to meet up. They don't get to link up. They don't get to touch. They just watching. And they sending cashing out.
Really?
Out. Mm-hmm. Real talk.
All right, then.
It might not be your experience because you haven't had an issue with getting women. And I think that's the thing. It's the men who have issues with getting women or who, are willing to
pay. Okay. All right. I did not know that. I learned something new today. You always giving me something new. Okay.
I want you, when you get off here, I want you to Google it and you're going to see it. And the girl, like I said, the girls who be doing it, they don't be the cutest girls, but they thousands and thousands of dollars.
Has anybody in the chat heard about financial doms?
Thousands.
And I believe you. Because all these OnlyFans women are not attractive. Some of them look like some goddamn mud ducks out here, but they get in that bag. I'm not gonna hold you on that. They get in that bag. I am not mad at that. All right, well, that takes care of that one. All right, this is gonna be good, Jizzle. Coming up, social media influence. How has social media impacted the prevalence and perception of sugar daddy, sugar baby, and the cougar and the young men? I'll kick that one off. I'm not gonna blame social media. I think that it's more of the times that we're in. I think because there's so many, the quality of men have went down so much, and women are now looking for older men. Like I've never seen a time in my life where young women particularly looking for older men specifically. Like even when I was in my 20s, women would always there were always girls who liked older men. There was a few. But now it's the whole damn thing looking for older men. Like, no, they gunning for them. Like girls my son's age, 25, 26, they preferring to look for men my age because they're saying men, the reason that Jizzle mentioned last week, they don't know how to get a haircut. Men ain't washing their ass. Men don't do this. I mean, basic quality things. So these girls, they smell like onions and shit going on a date. So I'm not going to blame social media. I think what social media does, it only just highlights what's going on in society. Social media is not a real thing. It just allows people to show what's going on in their life or wherever they're at. So if you're in a time where girls are actively looking, like, this is no lie. I go in the stores now and I ain't never had so many young baggers. I'm at Publix, young chicks. I'm like, baby, you got to be 24, 25. Mm-hmm. And they shooting they shot. They see them gray hairs and they see this chest with these tattoos. Hey, they say, hey, that's my type of guy right there. So I'm not going to blame social media. I'm not at all. I'm not. I just think social media is just a reflection of what's the signs of the time. Jizzle, what's your take on that?
I think I'm gonna go a little bit of a different route with this. I think that because of the prevalence of social media and like people are sharing their stories, I think that it's kind of had an adverse effect where the men think that doing anything for a woman is tricking. The men think that doing anything for a woman is them pimping you out or you being a sugar daddy. And it's like, bro, buying flowers is not tricking. Bro, taking a girl out to eat is not tricking. Bro, buying somebody ice cream is not tricking. You're being ridiculous right now. But I think that that's kind of what it's bred. And then you have all these men talking about, oh, I don't want to get married because these women are going to take all my money. But what money? You have to have some money for them to take some money. It be the brokest dudes online worried about somebody taking advantage of the money that they don't have. Like, you don't have no money for them to take. What are you even saying, sir? Because the men who got money are not the ones talking like that. It's the ones who don't really have it. Right. So I think it kind of had this adverse effect or opposite effect because, yes, social media is there. You get to see these things. You do get to see, like I said, I've watched documentaries about these women who, do these financial dominatrix. And I'm actually looking at the apps. I had opened my other phone so that I could show you the apps and the financial dominatrix. You can't really see it because my phone's so small. But anyway, you do have that's happening. But I think like the other effect of it is men just don't want anything. They want women to pay for dates, the first date for them. They want to see that women are gonna chase them. They want, and it's just like, bro, this is just not how this go. It's kind of weird to me. It's kind of weird to me. And like I said, I think that I didn't say that today, but we just a part of this generation that want everything, but don't want to give anything. You don't want to put no work in, but you want the sex. Don't want to put no work in, but you willing to impregnate people. You're willing to do. It's just like, bro, like the priorities are jacked, and I get it. And let me say this too, because I think this is also the adverse effect. That's why you have these women who are so into what can a man do for me. Because for so long they just been giving it up for free and ain't getting shit from it. So they just like, at this point, if I'm gonna give it up anyway, I might as well be giving it up and getting something in return for what I'm getting up. Otherwise, it's a lose for me. So I think ultimately the prevalence of the social media has just made it where it's torn the realness of our relationships apart and have made everything a it's made everything very transactional in our relationships between men and women. And I think that's a problem. And that's why every time you get on social media, there's a debate. 50-50, all this debates, all that comes about when you've made relationships with the opposite sex purely transactional. So yeah.
Good stuff. All right. Let me get to the chat, see what the chat says. All right. Let me see here. You had Sandra says 60-30, that's your daughter. No, if I'm 60 and she's 30, that would not be my daughter. That would just be a younger woman. She's real grown as hell. That won't be my daughter. I promise you that. I won't be thinking about my daughter. All right. Let's see. Danny Glover doing it now. Danny Glover is doing it now. All right. Let's see here. Let me go back. Real Coco says, I never had to do anything with sugar daddy. People like to think it's sexual all the time, but a lot of them want someone to talk to.
I told you.
You know what? I learned that when you go to the strip club and you see a lot of those older men in there, a lot of times they just be in there talking to those girls. They just want somebody to talk to. That is true. You see a lot of older men in there. That is true. Erica Mina says she makes $2.2 million on OnlyFans. All right. Damn. Interesting. All right. Moving on. Motivations. What do you think motivates individuals to seek out these types of relationships? Again, if you're a successful man and you're of a prominent position in life and you're an older man, we're naturally attracted to younger women. That's just how the nature of us men, how we wired. So the motive is for me, I'll speak for me, you want that youthful, energetic, not youth where it's perverted or sick. I'm not talking about that. So please don't be in there. Don't get silly in the comments. But I'm just saying somebody that's youthful, younger, that keeps me young. I feel that. So for me, I think that's the transaction from a male perspective on that. That's the motive. I can't speak for a female and why, but maybe Jizzle, you may lend to that. If not, why?
I just found the Findom website. It's called Findom. That's the financial dom, Findom, and they call the guys who pay for them cash pigs. That's exactly what they call the dudes. It's crazy. I'm sorry. I was just doing some Googling. I'm like, this is a real thing. And they have a whole bunch of specific websites that are private sugar daddy club, sugar daddy meet, fun with feet, Findom World, elite dominance, wanted pig pay, financial fetish. These are like, anyway, I don't know. I'm always weirded out when people that are significantly older than me. No, I'm on my podcast. Anyway, I'm always weirded out when people who are significantly older than me find me attractive. It's a little weird for me, and I think it's partly because when I was in high school, I was a senior for 3 years straight.
Okay.
So I was a sophomore and we were the oldest people in school, and I was just junior and we were the oldest people in the school, and then I was a senior and we were the oldest people in the school. So I didn't have but like a year. I had ninth grade where I was in a school with all 4 grades. So I didn't have a whole bunch of interactions with older people. And I remember when I was in ninth grade, there was an 11th grade guy who wanted to talk to me, and it was a whole situation. It was a whole bunch of drama. And so from that point on, I started looking at dudes weird if I was a teenager and you in your 20s and you interested in me. That was weird to me, because what can I do for you at 17 and you 24? What can I do for you? It's a little bit weird dynamic. Like, I'm still in high school. You ain't been in high school in years. What are you looking at me for? It's weird. I think now that I'm older, I'm a little bit more okay with guys who are older than me approaching me and having energy for me. But I don't like it when, like, I had a guy recently that reached out to me, and he was, in his 40s or whatever. And he asked me how old I was, and I was like, I'm 35. And he was like, well, I thought you were younger. That is very much unattractive that you thought I was younger than that. Because if you are in your 40s, like late 40s, like you almost 50, why are you approaching somebody that's 35 thinking that they're younger than 35? That's weird. I don't know. It's some stuff is just weird to me, because for me, I guess, and also because I work with kids, and some kids look grown, right? Some of these kids look grown. But I'm not ever going to look at a kid and be like, that's a fine ass little boy. That's weird. It's a weird ass thing. And so there's always been this like thing for me in regards to age. Just because I in the back of my head, I'm thinking, what do you want with somebody who is this much younger than you? What do y'all have in common? How are you enjoying each other's company? Like, what is it that you see? So I always just have to kind of play it by ear. I mean, it works for some people. I have a coworker, her husband is, darn near 60, and she's in her 40s. And then I have other people, and they're married to people, 8 years younger than them. And, these are women and men. So women, both of these are women that I'm talking about. So the lady, her husband's older. The lady, her husband is younger. And then you have people that are married to people that age. I mean, people got to do it work for them. But I do be side-eyeing people sometimes when they dating significantly older. I be side-eyeing an older person. I be side-eyeing an older person.
But why?
Because what does that person want with that person? Like, I don't get it.
So if you see an older woman that's 50 dating a 25-year-old man, you think so the basketball girl that's like 40 some years older has been passed.
Out of her. Why are you dating this boy? He's 22 years old. Like, side eye, bombastic side eye, bombastic. Because what he doing for you, girl? What y'all be talking about? Yeah, I know y'all don't have no good conversation.
So you think just
bombastic?
Well, I can't say if it's good for the goose, it gotta be good for the gander. If men can do it, I can't. I'm not talking about
men. I'm talking about men and women. I'm talking about men. And why are men trying to date somebody 20 years younger than them? At a certain age, 15 is acceptable. At a certain age, I think so. At my age, around 30, right? By the time you get 30, if you 30, you can date a 45-year-old. That's okay, in my opinion, because at that point, y'all have lived life experiences where it's enough where y'all can still kind of be on the same page, right? But if you are 50 and you trying to talk to a 21-year-old, that's weird as fuck. I'm sorry, excuse my language. It's weird. That's weird. Why are you trying to date? Oh, she legal, she grown. That's weird. Stop being weird, bro. Like, that's weird. And I don't care if it's man or woman, both of that. That's weird. What are they doing for you? What are y'all talking about? What are y'all conversing about? That's weird. I'm sorry, it's weird. You know what else is weird? The men who go to other countries and they go find some women over there in the other country to marry. That's weird too. Them passport bros, weird, weirdo energy. I'm sorry, y'all weird. It's weird.
Why is the passport bros weird? Just why? Why?
Them the weirdest weirdos. Them the weirdest weirdos. A weirdo dumb. Okay, them the weirdest weirdos because you are such a bum in your own country, right? You such a bum in your own country that you can't pull nobody in your own country. That you got to go over there and you got to get somebody who needs you to be their green card so they can come to the States. Like, you're such a bum. And the crazy part is them girls over there didn't caught on. So they go over there and they tricking on them girls over there. You ain't want to trick on the girls who's here in America. You tricking on the girls over there. Them girls not dumb. Like, it's crazy to me. And they be like, these girls are more submissive. No, baby, they're there for them, that USD that you taking them. Then some of them are such bums. They go over there, they get stranded because they ain't have enough money because they was over there tricking on. It's like, anyway, blows my mind. Passport boys are the ultimate weirdos. I'm sorry.
Passport bros are the ultimate. I'll say this. I disagree about the going to another country and getting. If you want to meet a different woman in another country and marry it, that don't mean you're a bum, Jizzle. I think now the passport bro.
When I'm talking about passport bros, I'm not talking about just going to a country and falling in love with somebody. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ones who intentionally go over there with the intention of bagging women over there or tricking off the women over there. That's their intention. The women in America are not submissive. They don't listen to their men. They're terrible women. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna get me a submissive woman over here in this country. That's a weird dude. Because the truth of the matter is, you could never pull somebody who in America. That's why you going over there, because you couldn't do it in America. You bum.
Well, I can tell you, you spot on with that, because I'm in the DR, I live in the DR as well, and I know guys that go there. And they think that them girls is slow. I'm like, bro, my nigga, they got game is everywhere. If you're a trick in America, you're a trick over here. You a trick, you a trick. If women like you, they like you. They like you in Africa. They like you. If you good with women, you good with women. But if you're intentionally coming here thinking that them girls ain't swift with the gift, you're sadly mistaken. So you're 100% correct, just with that. I do agree with that, though. But hey, to each his own. If you can't get it here in America, I guess they say, hey, go pay for it. I don't know, man. Hey, passport bros, do y'all, man. If you don't want to go pay for it, hey, but just remember, the game is everywhere. They ain't stupid over there either. I do agree with that. All right. Power dynamics. How do power dynamics play out in relationships between sugar daddies and sugar babies versus the cougars and the young men? I honestly, I don't really want to say the power, because I think I would assume in a relationship with me and a younger woman, it's not about a power dynamic. It's about, I'm an older man. I'm here to teach her, show her, give her advice, give her some culture on things, and make she, and provide leadership in the areas that she wants it. I don't want to say a power dynamic, because it's not, to me, shouldn't be about that. I'm not trying to lord over and control anyone. Now, there are some people that probably want to do that and have a younger person where they could lord over them or maybe keep them captive because of their finances. I'm not into that, so I can't speak to that term. As far as a woman doing it, I don't know. I mean, the cougar aspect of it, maybe she just want a nigga that she can take care of and that's always available for her. Maybe that's the power dynamic. There's just a lot of women that like to take care of sorry ass niggas because they sorry ass niggas is available. And sorry ass nigga can't say nothing. And sorry ass nigga can't talk back. And sorry ass nigga got to get out. And sorry, he's sorry. He's sorry ass gonna be playing PS5 when you leave. His sorry ass gonna be playing PS5 when you get back. So it's a lot of women that maybe for that older women say, listen, I got the control. He a sorry ass younger nigga. I'll keep it. That's my spin. Just what's yours?
I definitely think there's a power dynamic. When you have any situation, I think that's one of the things that they teach you when you in teacher education school. Having a relationship with your student. When I first started teaching, I was 22. If I had taught high school, and I have some kids that graduated, them kids was 18, right? So that's only a 4-year age difference, right? So if I went back and I wanted to date one of my former students, which I would never do, right? There's nothing wrong with that, morally, there's nothing wrong with it. But ethically, there is something wrong with that, because there is a power dynamic that plays there, because I was in a position of power over them. I was in a leadership position over them, right? But I think the same thing plays when you have when it's the sugar daddy, sugar baby, cougar situation. You know, one of the things that the young boys who enjoy cougars say, "Oh, I love her because I love, you know, she cooked for me. You ain't never been loved right till you have a cougar. She washed my back like I'm a baby. You know, she clean me real good. She do this, that, and tip." And it's all these things that they talk about they love, which is very motherly. So it's a weird kind of Oedipus energy going on. Okay. You know, if y'all in the chat are familiar with the story of Oedipus from Greek mythology, he fell in love with his mother. Mm-hmm. The weird kind of Oedipus energy going there. And so I feel like that's part of it. Like, I think that that's definitely part of it. Maybe these women, they want somebody to mother. They want somebody to listen to them, to cater to in that way. Maybe they're empty nesters, their kids have gone, and you know, so maybe that's the energy. And I think the same kind of power play goes with the men, but it's not so much in a daddying way as much as it is in like what it is for to be a man, which we've talked about on this platform before, which is to provide. Something about providing for that woman is a power dynamic, because you're fulfilling a need, you're taking care of a need. So I definitely think that there's a power play that goes on both ends of it. Yeah, I think it's a power play that goes on both ends of it. I don't think that either one, male or female, are absolved from the power play that goes into it. And I think that's for me what's kind of morally wrong about some of the situations. Because so I say, for example, good God, say for example, Marcus Houston. You familiar with Marcus Houston, right? Mm-hmm. Marcus Houston's wife is 20 years younger than him. He married this girl when she was 19 and he was 39. Like, what you doing with this? And she didn't have like two of his kids now. That's weird. I don't care. And he knew her since she was 16. So that means when he was 30, whatever, he was grooming old girl. That's a weird ass, that's a power dynamic over it. I don't care what nobody say. They might be madly in love for it. That's a power dynamic. It's weird. It's some weirdo energy to me. But, you know, hey, listen, I'm not here to judge nobody. I'm just here to call it what it is. Couldn't be me.
So let's go back to what you said. You said that men have been doing this since the beginning of time. Mm-hmm. But it's nature almost, isn't it? Because
why do you say it's nature? Why is it nature? Why is it not nature to date somebody your own age?
Let's explain. Okay, so if an older guy says, "Hey, look, if he's 47 and he wants children, he wants a daughter, he can't do that with another woman that's 47. What's the likelihood of it?
Why he married somebody when he was younger?
I'm just saying he could have.
I just because you asked the women the same thing. Women want kids at 47. Why you didn't do it when you was younger? You had opportunity. No. The same reason, the same thing you ask women, ask that to the men, because it can be applied both ways. If you want kids that bad, dude, go adopt. Get a surrogate.
A man can have kids to the day he die. He ain't got to do that.
Get a surrogate for the woman that's your age. Don't go messing up some young girl's life because you ain't had your ish together when you was of age.
So is it messing up a young woman's life with a man? I disagree. Just how is that messing up a woman's life? Being older, so you said a mid-40, the guy that you dated. Mm-hmm. That didn't mess up your life. He's 15 years older. That didn't mess up your life.
It was the hugest waste of time. It caused a huge rift in my life in certain ways. And it made me question everything that I've ever learned about anything. It was, to me, I don't have any regrets in my life, so I ain't gonna say it was a regret, but that situation should have never been what it was. So, blump.
Jesus, you had a bad experience. Anybody in the chat had a pleasant experience with dating older men? Because she didn't have
I don't know with that older man. I just needed the older man that got his shit together.
Okay. So if it was an older man had stuff together, you would have a different perspective.
I don't think I would have a different perspective. I still think it's weird for you as an older man to be actively seeking somebody that much younger than you. Actively. Like, if it happens naturally, like with my ex, it was a natural thing. It wasn't he was seeking me. We literally met each other in a food line at a modeling show, right? It was natural. It wasn't, oh, I'm seeking this person. But what I'm saying is weird for that intentionally, like, yeah, I'm 50 years old. I'm gonna go look for me a 25-year-old. That's weird. That's a very strange thing for you to borderline pedophilia, low key. Borderline, a real talk.
At 25.
A 50-year-old looking for somebody half their age is not, that's unnatural. I'm sorry, whether it be a man or a female, that's weird, bro. You ain't gotta agree with me. I'm just saying that's in my opinion, it's weird. I'm sorry, but I come from a different standpoint where like there's a distinct line between certain boundaries.
All right, just we agree to disagree on that one because I'm like, man, I don't like nothing. I like a younger woman. Damn it, I am I the cougar. I am the cougar. Patrice says she's the cougar. Hey, Patrice, I guess you would be the cougar. Patrice, you like younger men. Tell us a good story in the chat about your experience dating younger men and how did it work out for you? Because man, the show is about sugar daddies and cougars. All right, good stuff, just. All right. What impact do these relationships have on the individuals involved on societal norms? Well, that kind of ties into what you're saying. I don't know who sets societal norms. Everybody is subjective. Like, who are you to tell me what's to be societally norm? I'm saying it's in general. So I think people have to do what works for them within a not a perverted standpoint or not something that's sick. But societal norms, if it's normal for me to like a woman that's 28, I'm 47, that's my norm. And if my counterpart, if my peer, he's 47, he said he want to date a woman that's 65. That's his norm. I know I got a guy that's 47, know a guy, he like women 65. You know why he said? He said he like the neck bones and chill. He don't want to do Netflix and chill. He said he like neck bones and chill. He said they got this disposable income. He said he like to have sex and ain't got to worry about pulling out. All types of reasons, whatever. What's wrong with that? Nothing. Societal norms. Just a weigh in on that.
I think the societal norms thing can get weird. Just because there's so many things that are normal today that weren't normal 15 years ago, 20 years ago, 5 years ago. So I don't like to put in the context of societal norms because none of this junk is normal. I don't know. I probably mentioned this before on this podcast, but if you know about the what is it, MSG thing? Anyway, the mental disability book. They're trying to make pedophilia.
Right, you told me that.
Yeah, they're trying to make pedophilia a sexual orientation. Okay, so things are weird these days, and so I definitely think that there's some things that are outside of societal norms. They had a show several years ago. It was My Child Bride, where these men in different countries were marrying literal children, literal 8-year-olds, literal. And to me, that's weird. I can't imagine I can't imagine my 8-year-old niece, my 9-year-old niece being married to some old man. It's weird. All this. So I don't like the idea of these societal norms, but I definitely think there are certain things that are unspoken norms, and that's kind of what I'm speaking to, because I don't think Robert De Niro is he the one who just had the kid, wasn't it him?
It's him and Al Pacino. Hell, they both had some babies,
messing with 20-year-olds and getting them pregnant. I don't think that's normal when they 85 years old or however old they is. That's weird. That's a weird ass thing to do. One, because you're not gonna be able to be active in your child's life, and two, because who does that? So I think that everybody has their own moral compass and they just got to figure that out for themselves. But I also think that there needs to be some accountability that happens on the parts, because people just kind of going with the flow. And I don't think that is working. I definitely think there needs to be male birth control. Shout out to Nick Cannon, but Nick Cannon got too many doggone kids. He keep having them. He ain't got no, maybe he has,
Nick can afford them, though. He can afford them.
It's not about affording. It's what quality of life are your children going to have if you have 7 different households? I just.
Who said they're gonna have a great quality of life with him there? Jizzle, sometimes it's addition by subtraction.
Listen, anyway, but all these things in my life that we've normalized, people having multiple children by multiple different people, people being in situationships and having oops babies, um, shoot, people cheating on their wife and having outside kids and not telling it all. That's normal these days, but it's not normal. So I remove the normalcy from it all. I just feel like people just need to have stronger moral compasses and make better decisions so that they don't mess the lives of other people up. That's my opinion on it.
That's real. All right, let me get to the chat. Sandra says men choose younger women with it comes to making babies because after a certain age, a woman's body goes through changes. She can't have it exactly. And if a man wants a daughter like myself, I got all boys. I would love to have a daughter. I am not getting a surrogate. I'm gonna have me with a younger woman, and I'm gonna have me a baby with a younger woman. So, that's what Mac's gonna do. So you are correct. All right. Okay. AJ in the building. Hey, AJ, what's up, baby? What's good? Big T. Nah, you ain't late. You just on time, T. All right. Let's get to it. What else? What else? We get everybody's having greeting salutations. All right. I can't deal with grooming of an underage person for an adulthood, but an older person wanting to be with a younger legal person. Who cares? I don't understand. Yeah, I don't. If you're legal, you're of age. I don't know what the problem is, but again, everybody has their own perspective. We have Tami, you rolling with the conversation? Coco, what up, baby?
But all right.
I don't know what that means either, but I guess you rolling with the conversation. Tami always rolls with the conversation. That's nothing new. All right. Personal experiences. Any relationship, I don't know if I would qualify. I haven't dated anybody yet. Well, I haven't hit the sugar daddy standpoint. I date younger women, but I 29, 30, I'm 47, soon to be. I don't know if that qualifies. So I don't know. I don't know if that qualifies. I know I like dating younger women within a healthy age, but I don't. Yeah, Jizzle. Anyway, I'm not studying you. You need to be dating an older man. You want me to get started on your butt. But I believe, hey, it works for me, and I think if she's legal, she's grown, she's mature. Hey, man, it works for me. She likes the older man because a lot of these niggas, these young dudes, is trash. Um, hey, I'm with it. I like the younger women. And a lot of reason that older men like younger women is because again, you have an opportunity to kind of share give her some experiences she's never had before. When it's a woman that's your age, you take her somewhere, Jizzle, your ass done been to Mexico 4 times. You ain't excited about going to Mexico. But that 25-year-old, she like, oh my God, you gonna take me to Mexico? Yeah, I'm gonna take you to Paris. Jizzle, you done been to Seoul, Korea. You ain't excited. You like, yeah, my nigga, we can go to Seoul. I'm gonna show you why I used to hang out over there, homeboy. So it's a lot of things that as a man you enjoy doing with the younger woman because you give her that experience. So that's my take on it from my personal experience. I'm gonna pass to my lovely co-host Jizzle. What you got on this, Jizzle? Besides you,
what was the question? Because we went all over. You threw some shots. What was the question?
Never no shots at you. The thing with personal experience, as far as dating older women, or I mean, me dating younger women, you dating older men, dating younger women. However, what's your experience from that? My take on it, personal experience, I enjoy it. That's what I do. My reasoning is because again, I like to give them new experiences. They teach me a lot. They keep me up to date. They keep me, current and modern. Them women my age, not all of them, but some of them they didn't kind of got antiquated. Not all of them, but some of them, not all of them. So I like to stay current.
I don't mind dating older dudes. So let's just put it out there. I definitely think there's a limit. Right now, I am 35. I don't want to go older than 45, really. Just I've dated older than that when I was, several years ago when I was dating my ex. He was 13, 14 years older than me, right? So I've gone older than that, but I don't want to, at this point in my life, I don't want to go over than about 45. There are reasons behind this. I'm seeing my coworker, her husband is older, he is ill, and she has to deal with it. you know. So there's things that come along with dating somebody older than you, because they gonna die before you, more than likely, you know. So that's a real thing to consider when you talk about dating and starting a relationship with somebody. But so from my experience, I don't have a problem with dating older. I definitely think that if you date older, you should be dating somebody older who can teach you something. That wasn't personally my experience for my ex. I don't think he taught me a whole bunch of anything. I definitely think that we had some shared experiences. I definitely think that we were kind of in a space where we were kind of journeying together, which I thought, now thinking back, I think is weird, because you should have had this part of your journey already. I was in a space where I could have that part of my journey because I hadn't lived, you know, life. But at that point in his life, he should have been comfortable journeying in the same way that I was journeying, in my opinion. But I get why women date older. I get why men date younger sometimes, but I definitely think that the problem is, with the men need to mature. They're dating younger girls because they're not mature enough to date people their own age sometimes. I'm not saying you, just saying in general.
That's fair.
That's real talk. That's real talk.
Fair. Okay. That's fair. You know.
That's why they date the younger girls, because they can kind of manipulate and mold these young girls. And to me, that's the weird energy from it, in my opinion. And then for a woman thinking, okay, if I date older, I don't have to deal with the same BS with the people my age. But then they date older, and the older men be just as much BS as these younger dudes. And so I don't know if there's a win-win situation. Like lately, my goal has really been just finding somebody my age. If I'm looking for somebody, I kind of just want to find somebody my age, because I've done a little bit younger. The younger boys are just not ready to settle down. And when I'm saying younger, I'm not even talking about like super younger. I'm talking about like 31. I'm talking about like 30. They're not ready to settle. Like, they look at me and they see value. Like, all of these dudes see value in me. They look at me and they see value in me, but they're not ready. And it's like, why would you introduce me to a vibe that you're not ready to maintain? You're not ready, baby. You're not ready. So you got the little young boys in their 30s. And for me, the young boys in their 30s that I be dealing with are fine as hell. They are fine as, they are literally, you would be like, okay, I get why she did that little 4-year difference between them, because baby, he fine as hell. Okay, they're fine. But they're not ready, because they're used to getting women. They're getting to that age where they're thinking about settling down. They're thinking about finding a good girl to settle down with, but they're not ready yet. They still got people throwing it at them, right? And then when you talk about dealing with somebody older, you're thinking, okay, older, but dealing with the older dudes comes with so much level of baggage that sometimes you're not ready to put up with that.
Good. I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna let you finish.
I'm saying it comes with so much baggage, because a lot of the older guys who are interested in me are either divorced, widowers, got kids that are grown, or have small kids that they looking for somebody to help take care of them. These are the dudes that, you know, and they see like these motherly qualities in me and everything like that. And it's like, baby, I'm not trying to be nobody's stepmama. That's not my goal in life.
You let that be known. You won't be no stepmama at all.
I don't, that's not my goal in life. I don't want to be nobody's stepmama. So I'm not trying to be nobody's stepmama. So it's like this level of baggage they have. And then I think because these guys are older, they've experienced so many women, they try to put you in the same category as the women that they've already dealt with. Baby, I'm not them. I ain't never gonna be them. I'm Tam. I'm different from a lot of people. So you can't put me, so you see me moving a certain way, and maybe somebody moved like that with you before, and you're gonna assume that I'm moving this way because of this, but you can't assume that because I'm not that person. And then it's a lot of unteaching them things, if they're willing to, if they have a teachable spirit, unteaching them things. And to me, that's something I'm not willing to put up with either, because I can't prove to you that I'm not her from 10 years ago. You know, I'm not her, bro. I'm somebody else. You can't. So it's my age, just same lived experience, because it's too much either way. It's too much either way. I'm sorry.
You made some coaching points, Jizzle. Stay right there. That's the same. That applies to men as well. What you said about that baggage, that at your exact frustration, how you felt about that, that's how guys feel about a lot of women their age. Like, listen, I'm not about to be fighting through 16 different damn broken hearts you done went through. I'm gonna go date this younger woman who has had heartbreak, maybe less baggage. I'm not trying to. And then again, you got a lot of women that'll come looking for men, prominent, good men, and want them to be their stepdaddies. You'll be Jizzle. When I was raising my boys, you know how many women was like, oh, Well, yeah, you could just slide me and my son right on in. Oh no, I ain't sliding shit in nowhere. Slide you. Oh yeah, because I'm already raising boys, and you are. So it's a lot of women that scout to look for men to be there to cover up that sorry ass nigga you made that baby with. So the same you nailed it, and that is equally the frustration. So I couldn't. I want to let you know, baggage on both ends. Very well said. Could not agree more with that shit. You'd be surprised, the baggage these women bring out here. Anyway, let me get to the chat. Good stuff. Very good stuff. Big T has something important. He says, hey, y'all heard about the 16-year-old rapper with a 26-year-old woman. You heard about that, Jizzle? It's a sick. Google that since you got your other phone. Google that real quick. That is sick. Now that's sick. A 26, she put her ass in jail. A 20, and where's the parents at? You 26. Why are you dating a 16-year-old rapper? You sick. Now that's sick. That's sick. Now that's sick. Now that's sick. Now that's a whole other perversion. That's just like these teachers messing with these young ass boys. That's sick. That's sick. What's y'all take on that, man? That's sick, man. I'm like, I wish a 16-year-old girl would have, a 26-year-old woman would have came to my house talking about, I want to date your son. No, you 26. The buck stopped with the dad. You can have me, but you can't have him. Get the hell out of here. He ain't fully developed yet, man. You don't mess up a child's mind but where's the parents at? Ooh. Anyway, man, that's sick.
Little Wody go.
Yeah.
Little Wody going viral. That's his name, Little Wody.
Lil Wody with a 26-year-old. The hell wrong with that sick ass woman? Patrice says, for me, I act more younger than my age of 51 years old, so I dated young just for sex only. But my husband is 60 because of the benefits I get to have. So I am single now, but not dating, just loving me. All right then, Patrice. That's good. That's good. All right. Ready Red says baggage should come from both sides. Yeah, damn sure. There's a lot of baggage on both sides of the fence. Big T says as soon as she has kids, she is not want to settle down with anyone younger. They want someone that's more mature. Big facts. Yeah, big facts. That's sad. No, that's sad. That's sad.
It say they engaged.
No, the hell they better not be engaged.
It says 16-year-old rapper engaged to 26-year-old woman who drops him off to school every morning.
Man, throw that woman. See, that's just sick. But why she not in? See, but why? That's against the law, right?
Well, they're saying that the parents approve. If the parents approve, they can't do statutory. Well, if they would have to file a statutory rape.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding me, man. You got parents approving that?
Oh, and she's like towering over him too.
You know what?
Like he looks like a little boy, and she looks like a girl. Like, oh my gosh, ew. Yeah, no, that's not cute.
AJ says, I was 16, 17-year-old dating 24 to 30-year-old, shaking my head. It's sick thinking back on it, but back then it was a flex. Yeah, exactly. AJ, it wasn't just Robert Kelly out there dating them young girls. There was a whole lot of niggas at them schools doing the same shit. You all right? I was there.
I had a guy when I was 16.
Oh, the niggas try to talk to you too. I know that.
Yeah. And I thought it was weird. Like, I thought, I met.
How old Jizzle was he? You in high school? I'm sure I know a 30-year-old dude.
He was about 24. And the crazy part is him and his homeboys all had girlfriends at the school. So he was like, oh, you go to Miller Grove, you know this person, you know this person, you know this person. I knew all the people he was talking about. They was talking, oh yeah, my boy talked to her. Like AJ said, it was a flex to certain people, but for me, it was weird because, like, bro, why do you and all your 20-year-old homeboys have high school girlfriends that are 16-year-old? It just was sick to me. So I had to stop talking to him. Like, it was weird to me, bro. I'm gonna pull up to the house. No, I'm not gonna pull up to the house. Like, I'm gonna pull up to the house for her.
An older dude told me one time, he said, look, man, these girls in here, you get them all hot and heavy. And guess what? When they leave here, we the ones that get to take them home and smash them. And this nigga had to be about 26, 27. And we 15, 16, 17. This has been going on. This is nothing new. This is nothing new. And all of them had cars and they pulling up like, I'm like, man. Yeah, so this is nothing new. Nothing new at all. All right, what we say? Parents have Robert Kelly permission to date the daughter. Yeah, they gave him permission. And ain't nobody holding their asses accountable either. Don't get me started on that. Big T, that's against the law. But if it was a 26-year-old man, thank you, T, engaged to a 16-year-old, he would be, thank you. Why is it's less egregious when a woman do it? Good point, Big T. But let that be a man, Jizzle. Oh, that nigga would have been on CNN by now. The world's big
double standard. I definitely think it shouldn't be a double standard.
But it is.
I know. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm just saying I don't think it should be. I think it's weird either way.
I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What are okay? God, that whole rapper thing threw me off, Big T. All right, Jizzle. Future trends. Do you see these types of relationships becoming more accepted in the future? I don't see them slowing down and changing. I don't know. I can't say it's a trend, y'all. I think it's here to stay. I think first of all, it's nothing new. Older men have always dated younger women, but now I told y'all it's an uptick in younger women looking for older men. I'm experiencing it. I'm seeing it firsthand. Like they looking right past their peers coming for me. So, or men of my type. That the few of us that look good and take care of ourselves in our later 40s. So I don't think this is going to change. And as far as with older women dating younger men, I think that's on the rise. Apparently, as we just seen with this rapper. So what's your spin on that, Jules? You think it's a future trend? You think it's gonna go away, or?
I think it's been going on for a long time, but I just think that like we talk about all the time on this channel, like social media, pop culture. Look at Carisha and Diddy. Look at Young Miami and Diddy.
That's a good one.
Diddy been doing this for years. Diddy get these young girls? Diddy and Cassie. All these, it's so many people that have been doing this for years, getting these little young girls tricking out on them.
Presley.
And it's been happening for years. I don't think it's necessarily an uptick, but I think situations like that popularize it. So now this is what these girls look for. So you got to think about it. You saying there's an uptick of 20-year-olds looking at you and everything like that. Mm-hmm. You know why? Because they looking at Young Miami. They see that, Young Miami was getting it just like there's an uptick in people doing OnlyFans, there's an uptick in people doing porn, there's an uptick in all this stuff. Why? They see people like Kim Kardashian. They've seen people like Amber Rose. They've seen these people get rich off of being these type of people. So I think it goes back to the what I said initially, that all of these relationships are transactional. It's not that people actually like what they're doing or like anything. It's a transactional situation. It's just, to me, is social media has made it where it's more visible and people are getting kind of ideas that maybe they already had in their head. They might have already had these ideas in their head, but they're getting affirmation from it. And that's why when you said earlier social norms, that's why we have to throw them social norms out the butt, because a lot of people make a lot of stuff socially normal that shouldn't be socially normal. So for me, it's all of it's weird to me. It's all kind of weird.
Stay right there. Just let me ask you a question. We're gonna touch on mental health. How do you think these relationships impact the mental health of the individuals involved?
I think if it's an older person dating a younger person, okay, I definitely think that maybe will help their mental health better.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that, it, kind of keeps them young, kind of keeps them fresh, kind of keeps them on their toes, keeps them, in that. But I think the adverse can be for the younger person.
Okay.
And I've kind of seen it happen. Okay. I have a friend, or I won't call her a friend. I have a person that I know when we were in school.
Yeah.
And this person married somebody who was I would probably say about 7 to 8 years.
Okay.
Her senior. Might have been 10 years her senior. I'm just being gracious here. Several years her senior. And the way it aged her, the way it took away her life experiences, I was like, girl, like, she younger than me and she looked way older than me. Now, they've been married for years. They got kids, everything like that. But full head of gray. 33 years old. Full head of gray. Okay? And so I think sometimes it can have the adverse effect on the other person, depending on what the situation is. And then I have another friend who dated somebody that was, I think also it's about when these situations are happening. Because is it happening when I went to a church school. Right. And my whole thing in my church school was a lot of people were getting married. They weren't getting married because they just were so in love with the idea of being married. They were getting married because they thought the idea of having sex outside of marriage was a sin, right? And so, when that is the thing that's happening, people are looking at you weird when you date somebody a little bit older and the older person just ready to get married, So I have some other friends who at that point they made a big deal out of, they're 19 and their significant other was maybe like 24, and people made a kind of a big deal out of that. And it's like now they've been married for years and it's not even a big deal, but it was a big deal then because it's like, why are you looking at her? I don't know. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's I think that this is what I'll say about this. In every relationship that you're in, right? In every relationship, whether it be a friendship, whether it be a romantic relationship, it is vital, it is important for you to know who you are and maintain semblances of who you are throughout the course of that relationship. If you cannot stay true to yourself in the course of that relationship, that is not a healthy relationship for you to be in. Period. Point blank. Whether it's older, younger, whatever the situation is, you got to know who you are and stay true to yourself. And obviously you want to become a better version of yourself, but stay true to yourself. Don't allow the situation to change you in a way that is adverse. That's what I'll say about it.
I can't. There's nothing to disagree with that. I can only just annex a few points. I think that to add to that, mental health in any relationship, you could be in a relationship I was in a relationship with a woman that was my age and the shit was messed up and it wasn't mentally good for me, my mentals. That's why I left the situation and extricated myself from the woman. But I don't want to blame the dynamic of older man, younger woman. That has nothing to do with mental health because it could be a great, healthy relationship regardless of the age. I just think it's what makes it a healthy relationship are the dynamics of the two individuals involved, the healthiness of the two individuals involved, the overall intent. Because we can be the same age. I'm toxic, your ass toxic. Well, goddamn, here we go for a ride, baby. Or I'm trying to be whole, and you toxic, and here we go for a ride. Or to the point, just like you were trying to be one way, and the dude he wasn't on his shit, and that affects you. It does. So I think mental health overall, to your point, you still want two whole people coming into a situation, man. I preach wholeness, man. Get whole first before you go get involved with some damn body. You got anything to add to that, or we move on?
I think that's the problem. I think you have a whole bunch of people that don't know who they are not whole, and they're trying to put themselves in relationships. You're not even ready to be in a relationship with anybody.
Thank you. Stop that shit.
Let it go.
Stop, man. Jumping from situation. Oh. All right. We about last one, and we got to get ready to everybody's favorite segment. How do influence of wealth and status? How do wealth and social status influence the power dynamics in these relationships? You kind of alluded to it, Jizzle. People do these in certain arenas like Hollywood. Obviously, these older, rich, powerful men, they're going to pull up with a young, hot tender. That's just what they're going to do if they're single, for whatever status that is. You got Cher like 6,000 years old, and she got
Madonna, both of them.
Cher and Madonna like 6,000 years old, and they date my son. I wish I'd be like, son, if you could just get one of them, we'd be set. We'd be out of here. I know that's wrong. I know. But he grown. He can handle it. But we get Madonna, son. We out of here. But anyway, no. But the point I'm saying is, I think it definitely is a social status, more in certain arenas. I don't know so much in everyday common folk if it's a social status, so to say. And maybe it might be a little barbershop ego stroke. Hey man, you got you a nice little young tender. But I believe in certain arenas where you feel it gives you a best foot forward. I definitely believe in that. I think so in Hollywood because we see it in places like that, entertainment. What about you, Jizzle?
What was the question?
How do wealth and social status influence the power dynamics?
I feel like regardless of just wealth, I would say, or even social status, because I don't think a lot of people. I would say the cash is king. I think that was pushing this whole thing. The girls want the money. The man's hand the money. Boom. Even when you're talking about the Cougars, same thing with the young boys. These Cougars are out here buying these dudes PS5s, money, giving them things, buying them shoes. The money is it. So if you don't have the money, bump out the social status. You don't have money. There's this dude, and you might have seen this online, but there's this dude who goes around and he sleeps with old women. Young dude.
Like how old? Like old? How old you talking about?
He looks like he about 23. And he dates or he sleeps with these women who are about probably 60, maybe like 58. I'm serious. And he records it and he talks about his experience. He's like, and he'll be like, I'm finna beat the dust off that thing. And she'll be like, well, you better beat it and you better skeet it. She'll be like, and it's you if you Google this when you get off of this podcast.
What kind of shit you been watching?
And it's be on YouTube and because he records the videos of the situation, and so he be taking the women to the ATM to get the money that they're gonna pay him out for the service. And then afterwards he be like, I put her ass to sleep. Records the whole situation. Yeah, this is a real thing, and so it's the cash is it, bro. Cash is it. I think that's the whole thing. Because why are you sleeping with somebody that much older than you if you ain't getting it out of it? In my opinion.
Yeah, because you can't tell me you attracted to grandmama. Don't tell me that, bro. Come on now. Oh my God. Let me get to the chat. That's sick. This man, 20-something years old, sleeping with somebody's grandmama, great grandmama.
Seriously.
All right, let's see what I missed on. Okay, let's see. Let me get caught up with the chat, y'all. All right. Let me get caught up with the chat. Let me get y'all. All right. T says that's against the law, but if it was a 26-year-old man engaged 60-year-old woman, he'd be locked up. That is a fact, T. Yes, there used to be older guys in the parking lot at school after we got out of high school waiting for us to get in. Hell yeah. Thank you, Coco. Ain't nothing new. That shit just did not start. College kids like high school kids. That's a fact, too. That's a fact. Facts in the 1970 before our times. I don't know what happened in 1970 before our times. I don't know. Did you say something that was before 1970? Yeah, I used to see that in high school a lot. Coco says, Sandra says, guys, how would you feel if your daughter dated an older man? I mean, she's grown. That's what she want to do. If she can't feel she can get a decent quality man her age, what I'm gonna do?
Say that now, but
you said what, Jizzle?
I say you say that now, but have your daughter and you see how if you really feel that way.
It's true. I don't have a daughter. That is true. I only have sons. It's a little bit different with boys. You can just go get them, Tiger. That is true. I agree. My mentor was so happy with a younger guy. Okay, see, younger guys made you happy. Big T. I don't have daughters, but I would let her date any older man while she's I would not let her date any older man while she's underage. Not while I'm still alive. Exactly. Not while I'm not underage. I'm toxic, and the younger dude, not toxic. Yeah. So you toxic, and he's not toxic. Okay. All right. Let it alone. All right, y'all. Let's get on to respect or reject it. All right, y'all. Let's get to the favorite segment. Respect it or reject it. Let's get to it, y'all.
I hope you got some good ones this week. Last week was whack.
Why you like last week?
Because I didn't know them people. You had to keep telling me who the folks was, remember?
That's not my fault. You wasn't culturally up on these people.
Gone.
You didn't know. You knew who Suge Knight was. You knew who Daddies.
No, I didn't know who Dame Dash was for real. Remember, you had to explain it to me.
You knew J-Lo. You knew Gayle King. You knew Ashanti.
Barely.
You barely knew Ashanti? Okay.
No, barely knew Gayle King. I mean, barely knew who's Gayle King. Yeah.
You barely knew Evelyn. You didn't know who Evelyn Lozada was. You didn't know who that was.
I still don't know who that is. I still don't know who that is. I'm sitting here like, I gotta reject everything. I don't know these folks.
All right. I hope you know these people on this list today. I did take that in the mind. I said that poor baby didn't know nobody on the damn list, man.
Why is it people? Why I gotta respect and reject people?
All right. Family and friends showing up to your house unannounced. Unannounced.
Reject.
I reject that too. Don't be showing up to my damn house unannounced.
They do that all the time. They do that. Like, you heard my door just got knocked on. That's my little cousin here. Why are you here? Go home.
Yeah, I don't like people showing up to my house unannounced. I don't.
They do it all the time. It be so irritating. And then, like, you come home from a long day of work, you expect to come to a house for a piece. Next thing you know, 17 of your cousins and their friends over. Especially when my cousins just graduated from the school that I work at, and they would have their little friends, and I'm like, so one of their little friends actually live in the neighborhood, and she took my class. So she's talking, so Miss G, can you take me home, girl? Yeah, I'm tired. Get out of my house. Leave me alone. I just want to be by myself.
Okay. All right. So you reject that. Let me get to the chat. All right, to the chat. Can't nobody show up unannounced. I reject it. Please do not show up to my damn house unannounced, man.
I'm gonna pretend like I'm not home. You can see my car in the driveway. I'm gonna pretend like I'm not.
Hey, you ain't. Hey, I'm gonna cut the shades down there. Everything. You ain't lying just about that. Do not show up to my damn house unannounced. All right, Big T rejects this as well. Good stuff. So we all do not show up to the damn house unannounced. Make sure, guys, if you respect or reject, make sure you let me know what you rejected. Make sure you type it in so I can know which one of these you rejected. All right. Respected or rejected? Friendsgiving.
Oh, I love a good Friendsgiving. Respect.
I respect that too. I mean, if you ain't got no, you don't want to be around your friends. Yeah. What's wrong with the Friendsgiving?
I love a good Friendsgiving. It's a fun time because you have your family, and sometimes you don't even like your family like that, but it's Thanksgiving, so you go hang out with them. But your friends, them your friends. Everybody bring a little something, Yeah, I love me a good Friendsgiving. Mm-hmm.
So good Friendsgiving. What about the chat? Hey, I like good Friendsgiving too. I mean, like you said, sometimes you can't get to your family, or you might not want to be around your damn family either. That's it. Let's go get a good Friendsgiving. Okay. So Big T said he respected Friendsgiving as well. Absolutely. I don't think, why would somebody reject a Friendsgiving? Why would somebody do that?
They ain't got no friends. They ain't got no friends.
That's true. All right. Fair enough. Let's see what Coco says. Respect it. Friendsgiving. All right. Respect or reject it. Situationships.
Rejected. Listen, I know Usher said situations will rise. Oh my God. No, I reject you, bro. You know why already. I ain't gonna
we know why you reject situations. I'm on situationships. At this age, I'm gonna reject it. At this age, I gotta reject it. I gotta reject it. At 47,
I wasn't expecting the answer from you. I was expecting you to respect it.
Nah, at this age, I can't do situationships. We gotta be like, first situation is too much stress for me. This age, I like.
Why is it stress for you? It's a
situation.
It's a situationship.
Situationships to me at this point, I know clearly what I want, and I don't want to waste nobody's time. Time is priceless. I don't want to waste nobody's time.
And the two right there.
So now, if we understand what this is, that's not a situation. We have an agreement. That is not a situation.
No, I feel like it's still somewhat of a situation. It's murky.
No.
It's a murky situation. I mean, this is what I feel like happens. Sometimes you have some agreed upon conditions, right? And then one or both parties do not uphold the agreed upon conditions. And I think that's a situationship still, because even if you agree upon it and then somebody changes their mind or somebody doesn't uphold the agreement, that's still a weird situationship. And that's why I need my stuff to be clear cut in the butt. Not in the butt, but
please just spell what you want in your butt. AJ says, exactly, Mac. At 41, I reject them. I was okay with them at 40. Exactly, AJ. At 45, at 46, I did situationships. At 47, I don't do them no more. Now, who knows? At 48, I might change my mind and come back. But I'm not going to do them this year. So situationships, I think it's just a headache at this point. I believe in agreements and arrangements. I like arrangements, though. I do like arrangements and agreements.
Same thing as a situationship. You just give it a different name. Like what?
No. A situationship. We don't know.
Can we define a situationship then?
Sure. To me, Jizzle, this is me. This is in the dictionary of Mac. The book of Mac. That's it. The book of Mac. I say situationship is we messing around, but we really ain't defined the parameters of this. You don't know if you could talk to somebody else. You don't know if I'm talking to somebody else. We like each other. We kind of like cooling it a little bit, but we really just, it ain't defined. We kick it here. We see each other. We see each other. You low key jealous. I'm low key jealous of what you got going on. I like you, but I don't want to let you know. Man, F all of that. Agreement. Hey, I'm dating multiple women. This is what it is. Are you cool with that? If you don't want to be cool, I respect that. I don't want to waste your time. I'm not exclusively single. Boom. Hey, I mean, what are we doing? I'm not ready to settle down yet. That to me is defined term. Or we just smashing each other right now. We just got indoor Olympics popping off. We're doing the Simone Biles, baby. If you cool with that indoor Olympics, that's fine. That's agreement. Situationship is too oblivious, and it doesn't have a definition. It's not translucent enough for me. No, I'll
Not
pass.
translucent. You
Like
mean transparent?
Yeah, translucent and transparent, same thing. Just it ain't clear enough. Shit, I don't know what the hell we doing. It ain't clear. It ain't 20/20 vision. Shit, I'm gonna pass on that. You pass the situation too. All right, respect and reject it. Of course. Someone always calling shotgun.
In the car?
Yeah, in the car.
I don't care.
I reject it. Sit your monkey ass down, man. Go on. Why you gotta ride shotgun, man? Go on, sit down somewhere.
That is such an old thing to do. Like, who does that anymore?
You'd be surprised. I got shotgun.
I don't have very many people in my car, so I don't find a problem with any of this because who's calling shotgun? Like, who says that?
People who travel in never mind. Never mind. Okay. The chat, what y'all got on that? Or y'all don't give a damn about someone calling shotgun? All right.
I don't think people care about that.
Fair enough. Respect it or reject it. Love languages. I reject that shit. I ain't got time for all that, man. Just communicate to me. I don't have time to be trying to learn your love language is this and your multiple love languages. We talked about this before in the show, Jizzle. I reject all of that. Just communicate, keep it simple with me. I don't need all that.
I respect love language.
Why?
Tell you why.
Please tell me why.
Love languages are very important aspects of not just your romantic relationships, but also your friendships. Because I feel like in my life, there's so many people who quote unquote love me, but I don't feel loved very often. The reason why I don't feel loved very often is not because I am not loved. I don't feel loved very often because they are not loving me in my love language. My love language is, hold on. Okay. Sorry, the Wi-Fi is acting up because the power just went out. My love language is acts of service. So words of affirmation are not going to do it for me. So you can call me beautiful, pretty, smart, intelligent all day long. That's not going to do it for me. My love language is acts of service. Okay. My love language is quality time. So you can love me all you want to, and you can give me every gift in the world. You can send money, you can send gifts, you can do everything. I'm not going to feel loved if you're not intentional about spending quality time with me. Because that's my love language. So I think that they're important. I think we dismiss people because you say people, for me, I personally communicate, but I think we dismiss people because we think that, hey, you're being unreasonable. It's like when you're talking about love language, sometimes people do not feel loved in other capacities. Touching me and like caressing me, physical touch, that's not going to do nothing for me. That's not my love language. The only time I want to be physically touched is when I feel like you have loved me in my proper love language. That's when you can explore that physical touch aspect of love language. As a matter of fact, if I'm angry with you or anything, don't touch me at all. Because if you touch me, I might pop you in the eye. Okay? I only want to be touched by who I want to be touched by. Okay? And the only reason I want to be touched is because you've loved me in my love language. You've spent quality time with me. You have done an act of service for me. That's when I'm gonna want that from you. Okay, like I said, gifts ain't gonna do it. Words of affirmation ain't gonna do it. I know I'm beautiful. I know I'm smart. I don't need you to tell me that. I need you to show up for me and spend time with me. That's it. So that's me personally. I can't speak to nobody else, but I think that they're useful and they're helpful when you learn how to love the people that are around you and you learn how they receive love. And I think if you read the book by Gary, whatever his name is, you see that it's not about somebody being too particular, too specific. It's like, I want this relationship to work. In order for this relationship to work, I have to feel love in this way. And it might not be in somebody's wheelhouse to love you that way. And that's fine. If you can't love me in the way that I need to be loved, I get it. But now, if you can't do that, I can make a choice to move on and find somebody who is willing to love me in my required love language. But that's just my take on it. This is my personal experience.
I ain't got time for all that shit. Just tell me what you like, lady. Let's get to it. Let's see. Big T said, reject a love language. Just tell me. Y'all just tell me, man. I don't want this. I can't have time for all this mystery stuff. All right. What else we got?
Anyway.
Let's see, Jizzle. There she got. Spot on, Tami. All right. Tami is preaching. She has.
I'm telling you what it is.
Tami. All right, you buy me my favorite candy, and I'm like, OMG, he loves me. This is great. When gifts like that aren't your love language, now you want to know why he's cheap and buying you candy.
Seriously. Because people think like, oh, gifts, I got a trick out on her. No, the gifts don't even have to be expensive. It's just thinking you were thinking about her when you were out. It's like, anyway, I think that... let me say this. I think that men are not loved properly. And I think that that's why men feel the way that they feel about love languages. They're not loved properly. But I think that that's part of the problem. They don't know their own love language. When a man is loved properly and he feel that love from his woman, his family, his everything, I think they respect the love languages too. Most men, the first thing they're going to say, we talk about love language, they're going to say their language is physical touch. And I think it's true to a certain extent, but no, how do you genuinely feel loved and cared about? What is it, Matt, that a woman can do for you to let you know that you are genuinely loved and cared for? What is it that she could do? Genuinely.
Just being considerate and doing things that
that's
that I
like service, Matt.
Okay, well, give me acts of service then, ladies.
But that's important. Because if she's just giving you words of affirmation and she's saying, Mac, you so handsome, you so this, but she ain't cook you no meal,
that ain't gonna work.
You're not gonna feel it the same way. You get what I'm saying?
No.
And so that's what so when we talk about love language, I think that people have perverted it. It's not something to be perverted. It's like, literally, this is how I feel like you care about me. Show me you care about. If you care about me, this is how I need you to show up for me in my life. That's it. That's it.
All right, Dr. Jizzle.
I'm not sure. What's up, Tami G?
Mine's is I told you, where the hell you been, man? Mine's is physically touched. Mine's is mental. All right, Tony. Yeah, man. You came in to respect the rejected part. All right, and I got people that Jizzle know this week. I don't know. I last week she didn't know nobody, so we updated the list for her specifically. All right. Respect and reject it.
Nobody.
You ain't know nobody. He's like, who is that again? What'd she do? I was like, oh God, I'm gonna put these reels out. Just looking like, what the hell are these people talking about? Okay, all right. I think you're gonna know these people and their careers and how you feel about it. All right. Respect and reject it. A significant other that's always eating off your plate when you ask them that they want their own. I reject it. Get your own shit. Listen, that's a pet peeve of mine. If I offer you, I will feed you till your stomach explodes. Get your own stuff, please. Don't. If I asked you want some, you be like, nah. And then when I eat it, you come eat off of my plate. That annoys me. I reject that. What does everybody else feel about? With Jizzle, you back.
I too reject it.
You reject that too?
Yeah, I'm not that girlfriend though, because I'm vegetarian, so most of the dudes I date eat meat, so I can't eat off their plate, no way. But one thing you better not do, you better not grab no French fries off my plate. And if I share French fries with you, I love you, baby, because I don't share French fries with nobody. I eat all the French fries.
All the French fries.
I do.
All the French fries. All right, dude. Well, I know one thing. You are not a cheap date. You're very economical. I learned that. Don't say I'm a cheap date, Mac. You are economical. You're an economical date. You're not cheap. Words have power. All right. Well, who else rejected that shit? Big T said I rejected it. Get your own plate. Thank you. What? Why do women? It's some women who do that. Like you be like, you good? You want some? And we be like, no, I'm good. I ain't hungry. And then when it come, they want to eat off. Please don't do that. Don't touch my plate. Tony said, reject. Leave my food alone. I'm stingy with my food, my woman. Exactly. Man, get off. Don't touch my food, man. Just lady, I will buy you whatever you want to eat. I will feed anybody. Just don't touch my shit. All right. Respected or rejected. This is an interesting one. Adulting. People always say they have a problem. Yeah, they have a problem with adulting.
I reject the fuck out of her. Oh, excuse my language. I reject her. I hate every part of it.
It's overrated.
It's not being overrated. I think that when you've lived the life that I've lived, right, and you've had to be an adult for such a long time, the fact that you've been an adult since you was in your early teens,
that's real.
Okay, it makes it where, bro, like I'm tired of this. I'm 35. I've been adulting since I was damn near since I was 15. I've been adulting for 20 years. I'm tired of this. And it don't get no easier. It's always more every day. Like right now, my car is on the fritz. I woke up one morning and my car was jerking like a stripper on a pole at Magic City. Okay. And and I'm like, bro, I got stuff going on. I don't need my car to break down right now. It's always something. Adulting is boo. I hate it.
Respected or rejected adulting. Shit. It's always some shit with adulting. I'm gonna respect it because you're gonna be an adult longer than you can be a kid. But a kid was it was I shouldn't have rushed it, but I respect adulting.
I didn't rush it. This is what I'm saying. I ain't had no choice but to grow up, and that's what I think my frustration is. And I think some people have a romanticized idea of their childhood, but I was very cognizant from a very young age of the situations that I was in, right. And baby. I don't like the fact that I had to be an adult. I don't like the fact I was talking to my aunt the other day, and she was talking about, I remember when you were 11 years old, 12 years old, and your mom needed to buy a car, and she had the money for the down payment, and we were at there, but she didn't have the money for the insurance. And you reached in your wallet and you pulled out $75 for her insurance or something like that. That's me at 11, bro. 11. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm tired. Like it's tired. That's why I need me a man who got some money to take care of your girl and make my life easier. I'm tired of this junk. Tired. I do everything myself. And I'm tired. Okay? And it's not tricking if your woman will do everything for you too. You lame dudes. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay, Jizzle. It's all right, Jizzle. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right, Jizzle. It's all right. But yeah, in a case like that, you know, understanding your story, you grew up faster, and even in my life, there were adult moments I had to make, like, navigate early. Like, yo, this is a bad situation. I need to get out of this. So absolutely, yeah, I get it, Jizzle. Can somebody please take the stresses of this world off this woman? Can I get one dude? I've been trying to find one nigga. If I can find one, man, just please help out. Jesus, this woman is. Oh God, she be cooking, going to the gym, y'all. She teach, she podcast, she model.
Literally, that's all I do. I don't do nothing else. I don't go out. I just.
Y'all, she teach, she gym, she podcast. She model, she cook, she TV, she sleep, and she watches play with the little cat. All right, respected or rejected with the people that Jizzle know. Lord, I hope she know these people. Kelly Rowland, I respect the career of Kelly.
I respect Kelly. I was on set with her. I can't remember the name of the movie. But it was a movie where. What her husband in the movie, her husband was a football player and her daughter was Marseille, whatever her name is. They had they positioned me, and I was right next to Kelly and Marsai. Marsai was just talking to us, and Kelly was just a vibe, and she just beautiful and chocolate, and I love her. Yes, Kelly.
Woo. Kelly, man, man. Kelly always was my favorite. I like the
I
Kelly over
definitely think
Beyonce.
the freakiest Destiny of what girl of Destiny Child. I think that during that time period, it was the light skin era and all the light skinned girls, but
Thank
Kelly
you.
been bad, man.
Been
It's
fine,
been
Jizzle. Thank
She
you.
been bad. I
Thank
love
you.
it. Short hair, long hair, don't love it.
And she just continued to grow and to be finer and finer every day. I'm like, man, boy,
Kind of
Kelly.
like we were talking about that with Ashanti. Like, just
yeah,
just got progressively. Love it. Mm-hmm.
All right, Jizzle. Respect it. See, you knew that one. All right, good stuff. I'm on. Respect it, reject it. Monique's comedy career. I don't have a reason to reject Monique's comedy career. I don't really know. I don't have a reason to reject it. So I mean, she's done some good things. I respect Monique's comedy career.
I respect Monique. I think that Monique is misunderstood. I think that in the years past, Monique has tried to advocate for herself, and she's a Black woman in Hollywood, and people don't like Black women in Hollywood speaking up and trying to advocate for themselves, and that's why she got blackballed. But I think that she's going through a period ever since she's done. She did the Shay Shay show. She's going through a period of retribution. So I don't know if you know, but she has a movie coming out soon. I don't know. Have you seen the trailer?
Mm-hmm.
She's playing a social worker at a hospital, and guess who she's working with?
Oh.
Lee Daniel, the one she had been beefing with for the last 2 years.
Oh, really? Okay.
They working together. The first time they worked together in years. And so she's going through this retribution because I think it's been proven that some of the stuff that she said about them during that time period was true. But they blackballed her. They went through her time period. But I think you can't deny the talent at the end of the day. And not just from a comedy standpoint, but just from an entertainer standpoint. Because when she did Precious, that wasn't no comedy. That was just acting. That was it. So
that shit.
Yeah, I respect Monique. I definitely think that when you're an outspoken woman, sometimes people, want to kind of put that label on you, and it kind of puts you in a bad situation. But ultimately, I think that her standing in her truth is a thing. Now, when you heard about her and her son, right? Her and her son beefing.
Now, Jizzle, I did not hear about her and her son. Now,
it's a whole situation. Her son going back and forth on media. Anyway. So that's why I had to think when I said respect and reject, because it's some stuff that she said about him. It's some stuff that he said about her.
I can't understand that. I don't understand that. Beefing with your kids.
Well, it's different. It's different when so she had him when she was at the height of her comedy career. So she wasn't as present with him because she was doing, Queens of Comedy, things of that nature. She had him then. And so he has some issue there because he felt like she wasn't present. But, her new husband, she has another son, and she's more present with this. And so I think it's definitely some pushback, some resentment there. But she was in different phases of her life. And I think that she feels like she's apologetic for it. But if your child don't feel like you've been apologetic for how you weren't there for them during that time period, it's nothing you can do or say except for try to work on that relationship. So, yeah. Anyway.
All right. So we both. Let me get to the chat. All right, get to the chat. Good stuff, Jizzle. See, you 2 for 2, Jizzle. You knowing these people now. All right. Kelly Rowlands. I respect Kelly Rowlands. I like Kelly Rowlands. She's a better damn actress than Beyonce. I like Kelly Rowlands too, man. Much love to Kelly, man. Beautiful woman. Respect Kelly. AJ respects Kelly. Tami G. Respect, very good actress as well. Yes, she is. She is, man. All right. In the movies you talk about is fantasy football. I love that in that movie. Okay, so she was in fantasy. AJ says Kelly and LaToya were her favorite. Yeah, you know what? Kelly and LaToya were actually my favorites as well. Always, man. Love me some Kelly. Do you love modeling, Tami? Modeling wasn't my thing, but hope it's a great for you. Jizzle, do you love modeling? Why she asked?
There are aspects of modeling that I love, and then there are aspects that I don't love. I definitely think that living in Atlanta trying to model is a whole bunch of scamming people that are trying to scam you into doing some stuff that you ain't willing to do. But I also think that they're just like my repertoire. When I die, Lord forbid, it be anytime soon. But when I die, baby, my funeral thing, oh baby, pages of pictures of me. Okay, it's gonna be pages. I need everybody. I need every phase of my life because baby, I've been fine my whole life. So yeah, I do. There are parts of marketing that I do love.
Hey, and if you haven't seen it, it's a reel that we made of Jizzle and her modeling pictures, man. It really is. We're gonna start doing
See that pose?
doing some,
Ooh, I'm ready. Ooh.
any modeling agencies looking at that, please, hey, get at us. She ready. She ready right now. She model ready. All right, good stuff. Let's get to the just don't stand up, Jizzle. All right, Monique in movies. Don't you do that? They're gonna cancel this damn show. Monique in movies and shows, but not stand up. I never was a big Monique stand up person either, but I do like her in movies and shows. I agree. I do. I agree. Big T says respecting Monique's comedy career. Tony G respects. Precious was the worst. Ooh, he didn't like. I guess Coco didn't like Precious. All right, respected or rejected? Kevin Hart.
Reject. I'm sorry.
I reject. He ain't funny to me. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't understand it. I mean, I never would. Y'all know I don't hate on nobody's accomplishments, especially a black man. I don't poo-poo that. Respect your accomplishment, but he ain't funny to me, man. And I don't understand how he. I know at least 15 other great funnier comedians than him, and I'm like, how does he keep getting these situations where he's constantly
he's an industry player?
Okay. Something, because he ain't that damn funny to me. I'm gonna reject Kevin Hart's comedy career. I'm gonna pass on that. I'm good.
I'm respecting Kevin Hart for multiple reasons. First, like you said, I don't think he's the funniest dude. Him and Cat Williams beef, and I think Cat Williams is way funnier than him. I'm sorry.
10 times funnier.
Early comedy, man, we will be on the bus on the way home, and we be cracking up watching it on our phone. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But my thing with Kevin Hart is pretty trash as a human. You know, he got with his new wife when he was still with his old wife, right?
The Tory Hart lady.
Yeah. And you know, she said that she was kind of responsible for some of his comedy success during that time because she's actually a comedian herself as well. And so, but he divorced her, got with Aniko, his new wife, and then cheated on her too. And it's just like, bro, you just a trash, you know. And even J. Cole made a song, you know, kind of referencing him, Kevin's Hart. And Kevin Hart actually made it into the video, but I don't know, it's some aspects about him that's a little trash to me. And I've heard things about him putting comedians on, and I don't know how true that is.
Who we put on? We don't know. I
know. I've heard things about him putting people on, but I don't know how true that is. And I think some of his peers do have nice relationships with him, and I think others of them don't. So I think that there's some duality there, but I'm gonna have to reject it ultimately because I actually prefer Kevin when he is serious acting. He has like 2 movies where he did some serious acting. He was not doing the comedy stuff, and I enjoyed those better than all of his comedy movies together.
I
can't even name a comedy movie that Kevin Hart did that I think is super funny.
I don't know anything. I don't know one Kevin Hart joke that I remember that was funny. Like that was really funny to me. I don't know. I'm gonna reject Kevin Hart. Let's see what the chat says. The chat. I think the chat says reject to Kevin Hart. The man is not funny. Exactly, Big T. Let's see. Tony G says Kevin Hart is smart, so I have to respect his business game, but I believe he's an industry plant. So, Tony, are you respecting or rejecting him? That sounds like a duality, Tony. You know, you got to pick a side, Tony. You like AJ over here now. Moonwalking, working at 11. I don't know what that means, but okay. I guess maybe she's talking to somebody. I don't know. All right, good stuff. Kevin, respect it or reject it? Oh, Jiz, I can't wait to hear what you got to say about this one. Shit. Ray J. Yeah. Yeah. I knew you were gonna make that face, baby. Yes, sir.
Why?
I picked this list for you.
Mm-hmm. I love Ray J, but I have to reject him for so many different reasons.
Oh, and I want to hear them all. Let's go.
I love Ray J. I've never been in a space with Ray J, but I love Ray J. I think that Ray J's hilarious. I think that, I think a lot of things about Ray J. I think Ray J has some business savvy about himself, but I have to reject him for so many different reasons. Sometimes Ray J's just a little ridiculous. Right? Sometimes Ray J is a little inconsiderate of people around him, and he puts people in situations that they wouldn't be in otherwise. There was some situation with Brandy and Monica recently. He was like, "Y'all should go on tour together," and it kind of became this thing. And I'm like, Ray J, like, then it's that iconic scene of him pushing his wife, Princess Love, into the pool. Like, bro, why'd you push her in the pool? Like, anyway. I love Ray J. Ray J, if you ever see this, Tam loves you, but I gotta reject you for this thing, man. I need you to. I don't even know what I need Ray J to do, cause I just feel like Ray J genuinely like just being himself, and I'm just like, he's like being a typical little brother. Like that's the energy Ray J gives me, even though he older than me. Ray J gives me typical little brother. Like I could so many ridiculous things Ray J has done in his career, like ridiculous. There was a time period where B2K had broken up. And he got together with the former members of B2K, and he was like, Mario not in the group no more. It's gonna be me. I'm gonna be the lead singer. Y'all gonna call it Ray 2K. Like, boy, what is you saying? Like, what is you even? Why are you so ridiculous? He's so ridiculous. And honestly, his ridiculousness makes for great reality TV. But I just think he's just a little bit too ridiculous. Like, I think that Ray J got to be 40 something now. Like, how old? Let me Google how old. Siri, how old is Ray J? Let's see how old Ray J is.
Why you?
He's 43. You're 43. Why are you still so ridiculous? You are a 43-year-old dad of two. Why are you still so ridiculous? Calm your silly ass down and sit down somewhere, Ray J. I love you, but sit down. God dang.
I'm gonna reject Brandy little brother. And that's all I'm gonna say. He's just a Brandy little brother to me, and he more known for a sex tape than his damn music and shit. So I'm gonna reject him.
Did you hear him singing at the verses?
Please don't. I don't want. Yeah, he can't sing. He cannot sing. I heard him singing one time the national anthem at a boxing match, and it sounded like two cats scratching and shit. I do not like a Ray. Listen, man, your sister.
He had a song or two, but Ray J does do a little bit of drugs, and them drugs be messing up your vocal cords. So
he don't have enough. God didn't give him enough talent to be doing no drugs singing. He whatever God gave him, bro. You better be trying to. You're not Luther, my nigga. You don't have that much grace to play with it, okay? I'm gonna reject his ass. I can't with him. Brandy little brother. You ain't that talented to me. Anyway, you're Brandy little brother. I rock with your sister. Respect the hell out your sister, but I'm gonna reject you, Playboy. All right, I think you gonna reject Brandy?
I said some people. I love Brandy.
I love Brandy. Ain't nobody but hey, Brandy, you welcome over here with me and Tam. You welcome. You welcome over here, baby.
I love Brandy.
All right, let's get to the chat. Tami G says I reject Ray J. I don't think nobody Ray J guy. Joanna reject Ray J. Let's see. He can't sing point period. He never could. Coco. Oh, Coco rejected it. Yeah, I think everybody rejected. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Let's see. Big T song. That's why I'm saying, bro, let it go. You still talking about that tape was ages ago. Yeah, he's still talking about he was the first to hit it. Did he make a song, Jizzle, talking about he was the first to hit Kim K? Bro, no, you wasn't, bro.
You, he's just done.
Oh, you wasn't, bro.
So many ridiculous. Before Whitney Houston died, he was supposedly dating Whitney Houston at one point. Like, he has just done so many ridiculous things. Like, bro, how can one person be so ridiculous? I don't understand it.
He always
I feel like Brandy be trying to tell him, like, calm down, Ray J, and he just still be like on 10. Like, bro, calm down.
Bro, you come from a good home, mama, daddy intact. Sit your ass there. Anyway, all right. Respect it or reject it. Chris Brown. I respect Chris Brown music. I respect Chris. A lot of people go ahead. I respect Chris Brown. I know. Go ahead. Now I don't respect that damn but I can't pick a side. Let me just say I respect Chris Brown. Boy, that damn charger for them fans, he almost got rejected for that.
I respect Chris Brown. Okay. And let me tell you why. Because I'm very anti-beating women. Yeah, you people know that I'm very anti. I watch my dad do domestic violence against my mom and my stepmom, so I'm very anti domestic violence. But I definitely think that Chris has an anger streak, and I definitely think he be fighting. He a hood dude that be
Oh,
fighting
Chris
people
will
in real
beat
life.
niggas too. He
But I
fight niggas
also,
too. Now
that's what I'm saying. He has an anger streak. He gonna just, if you disrespect him, he gonna be. But I also think when you're talking about, I think people are holding him to something that he did when he was a teenager, as far as the thing, the domestic violence against Rihanna. But I also think that you have to take into account he didn't just beat her because it was Tuesday. They were arguing and she was hitting him as well. And does that give him retribution for the fact that he beat her up and blackened her eye? No, it does not give him retribution. But he has served his time. He has done his thing, and to this day, I don't see. There are people that have come up with allegations with him, but it's just a whole bunch of that. It's like the industry has tried to blackball him, but I don't know. I don't want to say it's God because I can't speak to that experience of him, but I feel like God has been on his side and still keeping him, because usually when something like that happens to a star of that caliber, they just they kind of go up into obscurity but his talent alone, his writing ability alone has kept him when he's relevant. And for me, a lot of the girls, they love Chris Brown because they think he's attractive. Is Chris Brown an attractive man? I mean, he is. I'm not gonna take that away from him. This is not me hating or crapping on him or nothing. So it's to me, for me, it's not about the attractiveness level. It's about the consistency, the dance moves, the acting,
bad boy.
the
He a
singing,
bad boy. Yeah,
the rapping. He's
super,
just and I
super
also think that we have to give him a space, like we give all these other people a space to make amends for what has happened in the past. Like I feel like you got people like R. Kelly and Diddy who have historically done so much to so many people, but Chris Brown did one thing when he was a teenager and people still trying to hold him to that one thing he did when he was a teenager. I don't think that's fair, because I definitely think that there's grace. I definitely think that there's space for forgiveness. And if Rihanna herself could forgive and move on, why are we holding him to something that he did umpteenth year ago? So that's my thought on Chris Brown. Ultimately, I'm not for people that beat women, that abuse women, but I think that he was a child. He was under the influence. He was, when this happened, they were doing drugs and everything like that. He made a bad choice in that moment. People are trying to hold him to that. Let it go. Give him space to grow and let him flourish. My thoughts.
I agree. I think that with Chris Brown, you made a good point. Just he was young, and we all make mistakes. That just happened to be his, and he made a mistake in the public. He's owned it. He's been castigated for it. Rihanna forgave him. They moved on. He's grown. Move past it. Now, only thing that he's doing, I don't like him charging those fans. But again, I'm gonna respect the growth from other outside of that mistake. And again, imagine growing up and making mistakes in the public eye like those people have to. It's like you said, Jizzle, you've seen some egregious things behind closed doors. I've seen some egregious things behind closed doors, experienced egregious things behind closed doors. The stuff I went through, they would have threw my mother in jail had that been known back. You know what I mean? It's just some crazy stuff. So I'm not one above forgiveness, and I because our Lord knows we all need grace. So I'm gonna definitely be Chris Brown. Good take on that, Jizzle. All right, what we got on Chris Brown? I reject Chris Brown. He's a good hell of a singer, but he's messing up his money with fighting the fans, and now he's in a lawsuit. I think I didn't know Chris Breezy was in a lawsuit.
Yep, they say he just fought his people just fought some people at the thing. That's what I'm saying. He has an anger streak. I think there's definitely some stuff that needs to happen. But
Coco respects Breezy. Patrice says, "I feel you, Mac. He's not funny." So I'm gonna assume we're talking about Kevin Hart.
Okay. Kevin Hart.
That's it. He ain't funny. Respect their work. All right, Tom. Good stuff. See, Jizzle, you know on this list. We getting through this list. You know them. All right. Respect and reject this, Jizzle. This is gonna be good. Lizzo. You don't know who Lizzo is, Jizzle?
I do.
I'm gonna reject it. I'm gonna reject it. Put some clothes on.
I'm gonna reject Lizzo.
I'm gonna reject it. I gotta reject it.
As far as her being an artist, she has one song I like, but the constantly being naked.
Put some clothes on.
Cover
your big ass.
It's not even about her being naked. people are naked all the time. So it's not even about her, but the constantly being naked, the gaslighting people. Then it's, there was a lawsuit against her with her dancers, her fellow big dancers, how she was like treating them wrong and doing all kind of stuff. And it's just like, girl, you're not even that famous to be this much of a diva to be mistreating people. Like, I'm just like, once I heard that, I was kind of done with her. I was like, yeah, girl, I get it. Body positivity. I get it. You out here with your flute. Literally, there was one song I listened to over yours. So.
Yeah, just on what you man, put some clothes on, please. Don't put some clothes on, please. You ain't got to show us that all the time. I get it. I'm not here to shame nobody, but put some clothes on. Cover your ass up sometimes. All right. Let's see here. Somebody says, okay, the lawsuit was fake. Okay, Juwan said the lawsuit was fake. Okay, she was saying Brandon's little brother's not funny. No, he's not. Rejected, put some clothes on. Yeah, everybody reject. Yeah, please, Lizzo, put some clothes on. Let's see. Okay, Big T says, I reject Lizzo. I mean, she can sing, but she got a lawsuit on how she treated people who work around her. Which is to your point. Yeah, so you ain't got enough hits either to be mistreating people that work for you. So yeah, we're gonna reject Lizzo. All right, I think that's unanimous. All right, moving through the list, Jizzle. Respect it or reject it. Drake. I respect Drake.
I reject Drake. Didn't we have this conversation before? I reject Aubrey Graham.
I like Drake.
Drake Graham. I reject him for like so many different reasons, but I reject Drake. I do. I'm sorry, Drake. I reject him.
All right, she rejects Drake. I respect Drake. I ain't got a reason to reject
bro. And it's not even they not like us. Like I think they not like us was like the icing on the tip of it, but low key Drake a poser. He's a poser, bro. Like he just adopts whatever is trending. Very unoriginal in certain things. Yeah, he got hits. I'm never gonna deny the fact that the man got hits, but but why does he have hits? And why does he sound like different people in certain different? Why are you trying to sound Caribbean? Like you Caribbean for real? Like I can't.
You can't get with him.
So I'm gonna say this. I have a special back feeling for Drake because I remember Drake when Drake was on the show. What's it called? Whatever
Degrassi.
Degrassi.
I never watched that.
Because this was not your generation of stuff to watch. You was an adult person when this came out. But I watched Degrassi. I remember when he was the weird looking black kid on this predominantly white show in Canada. I remember this. And I remember how they tried to transition him to the black dude that rapped on the show because that's where his career was he was trying to take his own career. And I remember watching him being in the basement of his grandma and his mama's house trying to rap, and his white grandma talking about from A-town to stay down. Like, I was like, what the hell is going on here? It was just weird. And so when he dropped his first hit, I can't remember the name of the song. I was sitting here looking like, is this Aubrey Graham? Drake? Who is Drake? This is Aubrey Graham? What is this? And it took a minute for me to even respect him as an artist in general. Now I'm at a point where I respect him as an artist. You think Drake, whatever. Because when he first came out to me, he sounded like Wayne. He didn't sound like the boy that I knew from Degrassi. He sounded like Lil Wayne. And of course, now we know why, Young Money, right? But throughout the course of his career, he's just done some weird stuff. Weird ass stuff, bro. And I'm not just talking about pedophilia. I don't know if he's pedophile. That ain't.
I don't know.
That's what Kendrick said. I'm talking about just weird stuff. It's in regards to who he's dating, how he's moving when he's dating these people, subbing women. And I don't know if you talked about on this platform or something. I was talking about it with somebody. Subbing women. Why are you subbing women that you used to date? We would never have known that Drake dated SZA if he had never dropped it in a song. Subbing Megan Thee Stallion. It's so like he's just done some. He moved weird, bro. And it's crazy because when They Not Like Us came out, nobody in the industry came out to defend it, bro. Nobody came out to Diddy. When it came out with Diddy, everybody's coming out. No, not Diddy. When they started saying weird stuff about Drake, everybody crickets. Bro, weird. He a weird dude. But you know what? And I gotta say this. Most artists are. They are. They're just weird people, bro. And I ain't gonna. But I've been thinking he was weird for a long ass time. Not gonna hold you. Shout out to Drake.
All right, Jizzle rejects it. I respect it. Let's see what the chat says. The chat want to say
she said rejected in all caps.
Rejected in all caps. God damn it. I respect Drake. I mean, he just made music, but he needs to stop acting hood if that's not really who he is. I agree with you, Big T. Hey, just make your music, make your hits, and go on back to Canada. Tami is dead on target. He is a poser. Rejected. All right. Sorry, Drake. Everybody don't feel you over here on this platform, brother. All right.
I'm not even trying to be weird. I'm not trying to be. It's just the reality of what the situation is. It just is. I'm sorry.
It is what it is. Just I get it.
And then,
all right.
I think people got to realize Drake is an actor too. When you put actors can pretend to be different people. Put it together, folks. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Anyway, go ahead.
Get it all out, Jizzle. Get it out. I know this goes.
No, I'm done. I'm done.
All right. Second to reject it. Missy Elliott. I respect Missy Elliott.
I like
Missy Elliott. She's super talented. I respect Missy Elliott.
This is Missy man. Oh, I can't stand.
All right, man. Missy's super talented. Missy Elliott is super talented. Super talented.
Yeah, I love her.
Super talented. I didn't. That was an easy unanimous one. I don't think nobody really got a reason to reject Missy Elliott. Respect, yeah. And Tami, and let's see here, we got Juana in all caps. Respect. Okay. Yeah, respect Missy Elliott. All right, we're getting through this list. We got a few more, y'all. We almost done. 3 more. Respect it. She's a queen of music. Yeah, man, she's dope, man. Missy.
She's so fine. Like, people sleep on Missy. Missy fine. And what she was doing,
sing,
she
rap.
was so futuristic.
Hey, she can sing, rap, all of that shit. Wicked with that pen. Come on, man.
Futuristic. Like, y'all people don't get it. Missy was before her time, honestly. If she had came out now, she would be such a big hit if she had came out now and compared to, like, she was big then, but she would be like, yeah.
I agree. Missy one of the dopest. I agree, Coco. She one of the dopest. Big T respects it. Let's see here. Make sure I get everybody. Missy, yeah, she's one of the dopest. Big facts. All right, y'all. Respect it or reject it. Floyd Mayweather. Oh, give me a minute on Floyd. I have to respect it because I don't have a reason to reject Floyd personally, or anything. He never really did nothing. Just box. I don't know. He's opulent. Go ahead, Visa. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm gonna respect it. Only thing bad I've really heard about him is that he can't read, and I can't reject the man because he can't read. I'm a teacher. Come here, Floyd. Yeah. I teach.
And you said that you don't need a man to read books anyway. You will date a man that can't hardly read no way, especially with that type of money he got. You will be okay. Yeah, you told us that. He ain't got to read, Mac.
I didn't say he has to have I told you he has to have the ability to read, but he don't have to read for pleasure. He need to be able to read.
Well, with that type of money, I'm sure you're a teacher.
He has to have a willing spirit.
All right, I think everybody respect. Yeah, ain't nobody really got a reason to respect. Oh, Juana rejected Floyd. Okay, Juana rejected Floyd. Okay, why you rejected Juana? What Floyd do to you, baby? Big T, I respect Floyd money way, but yeah, I do as well. I don't have a reason to. I gotta have a reason to reject you. I don't have a reason. All right. Anybody else on Floyd before we get to the last final 2, and we are done for the night. And another amazing show, man. Last 2. Anybody got anything on Floyd? All right. If not, we're going to get to the last 2. Respect it or reject it. Jizzle. Now you know her. I last week I asked you about one of my castmates. You didn't know. This one you should know. Respect it or reject it. Tamar Braxton. I respect Tamar.
I don't like Tamar. I'm sorry.
Tamar good people, man.
I'm sure she is. I don't particularly care for her. She just give me weird energy. When I was watching her on what's that show she had with like Tamara and the girls on the Real.
Oh, on the
Real.
The Real. Yeah, with that. You see. Okay.
I don't like her energy. Yeah, I reject.
Okay, so I
She just gave
respect
me
her more.
weird energy. I don't know what it was. Maybe then she divorced. She divorced her husband or something like that, right? Yeah. I'm sorry. She just give me weird energy. I'm sorry.
I,
Sorry,
I'll
not
share.
sorry.
I'll share a story, and this is the thing. This is what made me garner a lot of respect for her. We was on set, and we was shooting for like 12 or 13 hours. Now, of course, the guys got treated like second class citizens because at the time we were just the guys. The show hadn't came out, so we didn't have any cachet. We were just the guys. And just you've been on those sets, you know how guys get
Yeah.
treated. We were just the guys, and we hadn't ate all day. And she was like, wait a minute, y'all. She said, wait a minute, y'all got the food coming. Y'all ain't fed these guys no food. And we was like, no, we ain't ate. And she made sure that they went back there and made sure that we ate. She was like, that's not right, man. So I always appreciate that small gesture, but it goes a long way. Now, it probably didn't mean nothing to her, but that was a lot. That meant something to me and the other few guys that were sitting around that goddamn place hungry. So,
Mhm.
I've seen that, man. So I respect her for that. So yeah, hey, Tamar Braxton, all right with me. Respect that. All right, what we got?
Shout out to
Who
her
was
feeding you.
thank you, Jizzle. She took care of your pot. All right, respect Tamar Braxton, Big T. All right. Respect Tamar. She has some healing to do.
I think that's it. She give me toxic energy for some reason, and I don't know what it is. She give me some toxic, like I need to do some work energy, and I feel like she too old to be giving that type of energy. Or I need you to get together and go heal somewhere.
Respect. Tony said, I really don't know her like that and don't pay attention to her like I do Tony. Well, that's Tony Braxton. We all love Tony. I'm sure everybody here loves some Tony. All right. Last one for the night. We're going to end it with an Atlanta artist. Yeah, baby. Yeah, Jizzle. I know you know this guy. Since you said, I don't know who those people are, Mac. I know the Yin Yang twins. I know. Okay. All right. She named like 15 Atlanta artists. Respect it or reject it. Future. I respect Future. I love me some damn Future.
I reject Future. Future.
I love Future ass. I respect Future.
I love toxic ass.
I love it.
Toxic. He the king of the toxic king. When you think about being toxic, you just send us Future meme. Like I reject Future.
Hey,
you know you got to be a shit ass person where you have a whole kid with a woman, and when people mention your name, she goes silent or laugh. Like Sierra do not acknowledge that Future even exists. Baby Future. Like, man, I'm sorry. I don't like Future. I'm sorry.
Future treat them the way they need to be treated. Not some of them girls need to be treated. I'm right with Future. Some of them girls need to be treated.
Did you hear about the girl that? Did you hear about the girl that he flew out and then she didn't sleep with him, and so he canceled her room, he canceled her ticket and everything?
I'm good, love, enjoy.
Yes.
Flew out means what? No, wait, no. You told me your number one rule: you don't get flued out because you know what come with that. So no, that girl knew. Put your ass up in the air.
She was different. It was different. She was an artist. It wasn't like I'm flying you. She was an artist. She literally was a music artist. She was supposed to get in the studio with him. Like it wasn't like. Anyway, I reject Future.
Future make a bomb.
He look like Black Meryl Streep. I reject him. I'm sorry. I reject Black Meryl Streep.
Oh man. All right. Let's see what Big T says. Big T says, Tony G, I reject it. I can't stand his voice or his music. Future make great music, but T, you don't like nobody, so that's okay. Tony G.
Shout out to Tony G.
Tony G, my bad. Not all right, Big T. Let me get to Big T. Big T said, I respect Future, but damn, he got a bunch of kids. Future be dragging in.
Stop procreating.
Okay, he can't be that bad because they keep running up on him. He keep getting them, so they can't be that bad of a person. They keep dealing with him. He
rich. Duh. Just the same thing with Nick Cannon.
Nah, who have you heard? Okay, he ain't beating him. He ain't doing none of that stuff to him. What's the worst he did? He just cut him off.
I just think he toxic.
Well, he'll tell you that himself, man. He'll probably
I know, and I just think that he's made toxicity popular. He's one of those people that made like seriously. When you think of toxic, you send a Future meme.
So Jizzle, Future try to date you, you wouldn't go on a date with him?
Hell no.
Ah!
First of all,
all right.
I think I'm in a space in my life where if I'm dating
Yep.
a celebrity, which I doubt I'll get in that position again where I date a celebrity, but if I'm dating a celebrity, that shit gotta be real because these industry dudes are weird. These industry dudes are really, really weird. For real. Having dated a few, they weird. They weird. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, man, phenomenal. I think everybody got it. See, Jizzle, you knew the list today. All right. See? Better list. I made it for you because I was like, okay, I did that last list. She didn't know no damn body. All right. He is beating that P all the way up. Yeah, he doing something. He be turning them. Thank you, Coco. He be turning their ass out. I don't care what you say. Future doing something to their ass. Be driving them crazy. All right. I like Future. I respect Future. Jizzle rejected. It is what it is. Man, another phenomenal show. Hey guys, one more time. Let me blow up Jizzle's shirt. I want to. Hey, everybody been asking about this. Hey, this is her shirt. Let me move this out the way so you guys can see. Let me get that out the way. There you go. I am the catch, confident, not cocky. Make sure you go and look in the description of this video. You can actually order her shirts right there. It's all her merch to her Etsy store is right there. I don't know what that's all about. That looks like she's going. See, she need a good future in her life. That's what she needs. All right. All
That's
right,
what I need.
Yeah, you need a good future in your life.
No, I don't. I need a good man who's gonna love me in my love language. That's what I need.
All right, Jizzle, but he got to be your age. You won't date nobody older. We won't.
10 years older is fine. 45 is fine. I don't want to go over 45 because I want my husband to live to raise our children. Okay.
So he can't be 48, 47.
I mean, I think I would have to know. I would have to do like a background check on that nigga if he that old. I'm sorry. Because why you 48, 47 single? What if you a good catch?
All right.
What's the catch?
Jizzle, he could have been freshly divorced.
Then you definitely not ready to date me. You need to go heal.
I do have a question before we get off air, ladies and Jizzle. I don't know if you've heard this, but I do want to ask this question. This is something somebody told me that women prefer to date to catch men fresh out of marriages and relationships rather than getting single men, because men that's fresh out of relationships are already trained and already in a relationship mindset versus going to be that versus a man that's been single. I have heard that a lot. Is that true? Have you guys heard that before?
I don't agree to. From my personal experience, I'm my experience is very limited, but I talked about on this platform about a guy who was in the middle of divorce, and he was pursuing me, and he was applying pressure, real good pressure, like he really wanted to be with me, and then he came and told me like I don't want nothing serious. So he's fresh out of this marriage. His wife had just cheated on him and had a baby with somebody else, right? Fresh out of this situation. But he didn't want nothing serious with me. So you want to play in my face. You want to play with me. Play all day. And then I'm just supposed to be the thing you play with? Like, what am I gaining from this? And now, this man, a handsome man, had money, willing to trick on me if I let him. But for me, it wasn't worth it because you got these preconceived notions about women, about manhood, about things. Very misogynistic in his energy, but he has two failed relationships. Failed relationship with the mother of his child and a failed relationship with his ex-wife. So there's some energies there. So I don't think so. I think that people need to go heal when they get out of relationships, jumping from one thing to the next. And what's crazy is that this guy, I considered giving him a second chance after he got like royally effed up, and I considered giving him a second chance, and he like was extremely disrespectful with me. Extremely disrespectful. Me and him never did anything. We never slept together, but pictures were sent, right? Oh, and I had told him, he was like, I was like, yeah, I was trying to give you a second chance, and but you don't really like me. And he's like, it don't matter if I liked you. I already saw you naked. He's 40, behaving that way. And it's like, why would that be your response? You thought that was funny? That was not, and I was like, and you never will. You'll never have an opportunity to see me naked again. Hope that was fun for you. that whatever that little energy you just gave me, hope you enjoyed that little energy because you're being weird and sassy, and I'm not really entertaining it. This man to this day looks at my story every day, likes and hearts my story, and I just sit there and ignore him. You having a conversation with yourself in my DMs, baby, because I'm never gonna respond to you. Play with somebody else. Like, I'm sorry, no. People need to go heal. That's what they need to do. Leave people alone until you're ready to be in a space to actually deal with them. Go heal, because treating me like you trying to treat somebody else or like you treated other people in the past and it work ain't gonna work. I don't play it up here. I cut people off real quick. So I don't like that. Some women will like it. I don't personally like that. I think everybody need to go heal.
All right, let's see what the chat says about that. Okay, so Coco says, tomorrow is a promise for anyone. Doesn't matter the age. Just enjoy your life. You ain't lying about that. All right. Sandra says, not true. It takes men longer to mature. Why is he getting a divorce? I mean, it could have not just worked out. Doesn't mean he's damaged goods. But I guess, that is a fair question. You got to ask why. And not at a man fresh out of a relationship is trying to enjoy his freedom. Not all men. I know a guy. I've been in Atlanta 8 years. This guy's been married 4 times. I'm not gonna say his name. He's been married 4 times. He told true story. Just I'm not making this up. And I actually told him, I was like, bro, you need to just spend time by yourself. He's been married 4 times. He marry him. Something happens, go wrong. I'm like, bro, you need to chill. But he's married right now. He just got married last year. I don't know how long it's gonna last. But he's one of those guys that don't want to be by himself. But women tend to like him because he's been in these relationships. And so they're saying, well, I can just slide myself in there and I'm a better version than your previous wife. So a lot of women think like that. But I know just
women are stupid when they think like that. Girl, if it didn't work with you and it didn't work with her and it didn't work with her, it ain't gonna work with you either. Calm down. Imagine being somebody's 4th wife. Everybody. Anyway, sorry. Hopefully that didn't feel nobody.
You're not gonna be the 4th wife, Jizzle.
I'm gonna be the first or the none, unless he. The only way I would marry somebody who's been married before at this point in my stage in my life is either she dead or she cheated. But then I'm questioning why she cheated, because what you wasn't doing that should be, girl. She got to be dead. You got to be a widower. I'm sorry.
At what point do you compromise just with some of those things?
I mean, I think there's always a space to compromise, but I think every time I've compromised, I've regretted compromising for these people, because you set standards for yourself. Because the truth of the matter is, I'm not coming with that baggage. I've never been married. I've never had children. I've never been pregnant. None of this stuff applies to me. So you're coming with these people that have this level of baggage that you can't even fully comprehend, because these are not life experiences that you even had. And when you're dealing with other people, because if you're dealing with somebody who has an ex-wife, right, an ex-wife who they got children with, regardless of whether those children are grown or not, that lady will still be in your life forever. Because when your husband's children have children and you got to go to that wedding, y'all all gonna be at that wedding together. These are things that people don't understand when you're talking about family dynamics. I understand them very, very well, because my dad was married to 3 women.
Right.
And was engaged to a 4th one when he died. Right. And then you got my brother over here. My brother mama was just a side chick. Love her to death. She's a sweet lady, but she was just a side chick. She's married now. Her and her husband been married for years. So I see this it's a weird ass dynamic. It's weird when they die. It's weird when you have family functions. It's weird. I ain't got time for all that weird ass energy in my life, because baby, I'm in a space where I don't want no drama. And when you're dealing with all those elements, you have a level of drama that ain't got nothing to do with you, that is now a part of your life. I can't deal with that. I don't want to deal with that, because when you marry me, when you date me, I'm not coming with that drama. My drama is minimal in comparison. I'm 35. I started dating when I was 29 for real.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Since I've been 29, I've only dated 2 people.
Right.
Right. You're not dealing with the same.
But just you're an anomaly, though. That's an anomaly.
I know
like
I am. Listen, I live in my truth every day, but it's certain stuff I'm just not willing to put up with. So she got to be dead. Thanks.
But you're 20. You held on your chastity till you was 29. That is that's not normal woman that a man's gonna deal with, and
they gotta adjust to me, and that's what I told you. You gotta love me how I need to be loved. You gotta adjust to me. I'm not her. I ain't never been her. Won't.
All right. Fellas, I'm trying, guys. We go week by week. We
Who
see
you
what we can
trying
do.
for? Because
I just think that there's a lot of guys that maybe Jizzle. I know not Andy, because I don't want available Andy. I don't want him because last week available Andy can't do shit right. He can't do nothing right. So I'm done with you, available Andy. I am done. Oh man. But what about decent Derek? Because available Andy was just totally bad. But decent Derek is out there. I'm fighting for decent Derek now. He's a decent man. Andy, I got my face smashed in by Andy with you. But Derek, I'm trying to fight for decent Derek. What y'all think?
decent Derek, decent Derek does not exist right now. Not for me. Not in my space. Not in my space. Not in my immediate.
Okay, in the chat, is it that hard for y'all? Do y'all feel the same way when it comes to single ladies? Do y'all feel the same way when it comes to that? Because here's the thing, it's hard for me to ask for change, and I believe her. She's an honest woman, been A1 from day one. I think the world of Jizzle. Everybody knows that. But is it really that hard out here for y'all? Like, is it that?
I would actually. I'm going to share this. I'm going to share this. Last August, I was dealing with this man. I had met him on Facebook dating. It was a cool situation. We were FaceTiming. It was just, we was getting to know each other. I was very excited about that situation. And we were getting to know each other, and I was, thinking this could be a potential person. This man had a kid. The kid was 6 months old. That's against my rules, but I'm making a concession because I like him, right? He told me it was an oops, baby. Me and the girl wasn't together. We slipped up. Oops. I was 30 at the time, so I said, we can have this kid. I would, it's an oops, baby. I said, I respect it. You 30, sometimes you slip up at 30, and at least you ain't been slipping up your whole life. At least it's only one kid. I made a concession. So we linked up. It was a good vibe. It was very sexual energy there. That's what I'll say. Very sexual energy. We didn't have sex, but it was sexual energy. And I expressed to him, I said, I don't want to move forward with you in this sexual energy because I want us to actually build an actual relationship. Okay. This is what I told him very clearly. I'm a very good communicator. Very clearly, I'm not sending mixed signals. I'm very much communicating in this energy. We link up a second time. He low-key assaulted me. Seriously, this is a real thing. This happened last September. He low-key assaulted me. He literally tried to rip my clothes off of my body after I told him, like, this is not the energy I want to be on. Oh. This is what I deal with in real life. Just so when I tell people people trying to take me on dates, I'm saying I'm not gonna link up with them. There is a genuine fear that you can't trust even people that you've been talking to for months to be respectable humans with you. You can clearly, openly express, hey, this is not what I want to do, but you linked up with me at this time. I linked up with him. It was 8:00. I linked up with him at 8:00 because he was coming from a whole nother part of Georgia. He came from Macon. He drove from Macon to come see me, which is, you got cool points because you drove a long way to come see me, 2 hours come see me. But the whole point is that's what happened to me. Now, he was extremely apologetic. We had a conversation about it. He was extremely apologetic. Tried to give him a second chance. He was on that same energy again. Gave him a second. This is real talk. I'm giving this person who already low-key assaulted me a second chance because he was apologetic, talking about the Lord. The Lord spoke to him, whatever. Gave him a second chance. He did the same thing. And I called him out on it again. I said, bro, you came over to my house and you tried to touch my booty. And you tried to get me to touch your booty. And you tried to kiss me. And I told you not. And he was like, well, if you feel that way, I'm not going to call you at a certain time. This is a real situation. This was literally my whole point in saying that. I got to protect me at the end of the day. Me having a man is not as important as me being alive and being safe and not being taken advantage of. So when I say stuff like this, I'm giving these dudes chances. I'm not giving these dudes chances.
I believe
it's that every time I give a dude a chance, they do some stupid shit, and I be sitting there looking like, well, damn, I shouldn't have gone over my standard that I have for myself. So I have standards. I'm gonna hold on to them, and if nobody meets some standards, then I'm gonna be a happy ass, rich ass auntie somewhere. And I'm okay with that.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, you said that. I mean, you said you've dated shorter guys, you've dated fat guys, you've dated broke guys, you've dated mud guys, medium ugly dudes. You know, you prefer mud. You dated attractive guys. You've given them all chances. Niggas who like to read to niggas who don't like to read. All right.
I be trying.
You are fair.
I have homeboys who will be that my homeboys will tell me like, Tam, you weren't tripping. Like I got married homeboys who'll be like, Tam, he was wrong. Like I'm a girl who hang out with dudes. Like I'm gonna check the situation, see if I was tripping. My dudes be telling me, no, you was not tripping, bro. Was weird. These niggas weird. I'm sorry, they're just weird.
All right, Tony G says it's just as hard for a man to be real. Yeah, it is hard. I agree to find a true wife material. I think even though every woman thinks she is every woman thinks, yeah. Damn, man. All right, just all right. Well,
I be trying.
All you can
sometimes
do
harder than I should. That's at this point I be like, I just chill because I'm not putting more work than you put in. Just like the dude I told you about, who I met at Publix. We was talking for almost 2 months. He ain't take me on no date, but you want me to go hang out with you and your kid, bro? I'm not like going out with you and your kid. You can't even take me on a date. Then when I called him on it, he's like, yeah. I was like, what do you want from us? What are we doing? Yeah, I was gonna like take you on a date or something. Nigga, we've been talking for 2 months. You ain't took me on a date yet. If you wanted to take me on a date, you would have done that already. No, you want somebody that you could lay up on. You want somebody anyway, I'm no. It's trash and I'm tired. And I be giving them chances to prove themselves, and they every time. Anywho.
Wow. Well, there it is. Well, it seems like nobody in the chat disputed what you said. I guess it's just bad like that all along. Ain't nobody.
It's my experience. You can't dispute my experience, but
right, true. But ain't nobody else was like, well, that ain't never happened. It's true. It's all true. Just it is subjective to you. That is true. But Tony G said you actually shouldn't try. Just let it happen like most men do now. Yeah. All right. Well, she said she ain't got it. And all right. And older men with money, she ain't ready to quite go that route yet.
Depends on how old, depends on how you look, depends on what you want for your money, because it's always a catch.
Yeah, I think that's it right there. And how you look. I think that has a lot to do with that. How the sugar daddy look.
I've been getting some real old 50-year-old dudes. Like they look like somebody grandpa in my DMs lately. And I'm just like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why?
Yeah. You know why, right? You of the age now where you prime pickings for them.
I hate that so much, bro. Go be somebody's granddad. What you looking at me for?
Because you of the age, you 35, you prime pickings for 55. He wants you now.
Start telling him I'm 29 because
Zizzle, you are prime pickings for sugar daddies. You are prime pickings. Why when you go out and you go karaoke, them old ass men, Uncle Leophis and them be trying to holler at you? That's why you are a prime pick. You got that, sugar baby vibe now. She ready. Yeah, you got that vibe, dude. That's what guys
they literally like be grabbing my hand and be like, I pay a couple of your bills. Like, sir, get your ass over there.
They want to take you home, Jill. They want to be good to you. Sugar daddy. He'll treat you right now. He treat you right. He treat you good too. You don't want to go that route either. Okay. All right, guys. All right. Yep, 35 is the age. I told her it's the age. She's at that prime age. Well, what
Tony G don't co-sign.
Yeah, Tony. She don't like when nobody co-sign with me. But y'all here. Yeah, let me get some co-sign love. She's prime pickings for a sugar daddy. She didn't cut the hair. That made it even worse. The sugar daddies like that little low cut look. Well, then you got the blonde that says you got a little wild streak in you. And niggas is on your neck.
Honestly, since I've cut the hair, older men have approached me. They be like,
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I love the hair color on you, ma'am. Like, sir, please go.
Hey, get you a wig or not. Granddad and them coming. They like that look. That's the look. You got the sugar that baby look. Skin crystal clear. You know, I'm gonna tell you what they do. They be like, oh, that woman right there, like she take good care of herself. I'm telling you, that's how they think. Jizzle, I've been out with my uncles. Oh, I see that one right there. Look, a nephew. That one right there. That's a good woman. You can tell she take good care of herself. She go to bed at night. She ain't got a lot of miles on her. I'm like, how you know, Unc? Oh, I know these things. You can just tell how she carry herself. Jizzle, they are already scouting you. You are prime pickers, so you might as well just get used to it. I'm growing my hair back. Sandra, how old are you, Sandra? Are you 35? Because you got to be 35 and up to really hit the sweet spot. And Jizzle, and then as you continue to age, and then you pick, and you're putting on more and more grown woman weight. Oh, yeah, they coming. Yeah, yeah.
I'm maintaining the weight I have. That's what we doing.
All right. I can't do the sugar daddies.
Shout out to Juana. Girl. That's why you my dog.
Juana, make sure, hey, Juana, don't forget, make sure you go get you one of your shirts from Jizzle, because I know you can wear it and shit. Make sure you go get you the I Am the Cat shirt. All right. So let's see what Tami G says. They like a woman with low. I'm telling you, Jizzle, you perfect. They find out you started at 29. Man, them niggas is gonna go snatch you off the market. Gone. Watch. If you dated them, they will snatch you off the market ASAP. Sandra, no, I ain't lying. Look at her laughing. I'm telling you. Joanne says she got you, by the way. All right. Let's see who else then. Yeah, I'm the one. I'm the you. Okay, that's you. Okay, that's you. All right, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know. Jizzle, you are prime pickings for older men at 55. My uncle them will love you. Uncle them love you. Uncle them love you. So anyway, y'all, what a phenomenal show. Great show. Sugar Daddies versus Cougars. Phenomenal, man. Enjoys y'all. The world's greatest chat as always. Let me just double check and see. Tony G said, I'm around sugar ladies every day. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, them sugar babies is on me, man. They love them some Mac, man. It grease that chest up. They love them some Mac, baby. So Jizzle, we both out here. I get the sugar babies. You get the sugar daddies. That's how it's looking for me and you, Jizzle. All right, y'all.
Fooling with you today.
You don't like it. Okay, it's fine. Hey, y'all, again, thank y'all for everything. Man, again, continue to please support the independent media. Hit that cash app, bless it, man. Show some love. I appreciate all the continued donations, man. Let's continue to make the platform grow. As always, we'll be back next week with some more exciting new content. And y'all, thank y'all, seriously, man. God bless y'all. We out.